cup.
That's my Starbucks cup.
Oh, I thought it was mine.
Look at you.
Okay. All right.
I've been blamed.
Stink bug.
Another black man blamed for a crime that I did commit.
Who's bringing stink bugs into the place? What's up, dude?
What up? It's a lot of energy in here, man.
There is a lot of energy.
Tom is smiling. Must got lucky last night. It's been a drought. It's been a hell of a drought, Tom.
Now, Tom's been up since 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. or whatever.
I've been lucky to be here since 5 a.m.
Wow, that's what I'm talking about. The holiday hours, baby. We love the holiday hours. Yo, yesterday was crazy. I didn't get home yesterday from work till 8 o'clock. Gridlock alert back in the city. So, of course, I worked with you.
Right.
No, I didn't. I didn't come in yesterday, did I?
Well, no, you were out in Jersey, but you did the show.
Yeah, I was out with the Jets, came back, ended up coming back here, gridlock alert. I tried every illegal turn I could to try and get the hell out of the gridlock.
So you were trying to get back in for SNY?
Yeah, no, I got in for SNY, but afterwards, gridlock alert. And God forbid it's a little rain.
Yeah, no, we forget.
I'm like, come on, man. Then I see the sign, gridlock alert, so I think I'm going to be smart. So I'm just going to make a right and then go up to the Lincoln that way. Wrong. Everybody was there. So we made another right, then another right, and another right. Chris, what's 4 rights?
I believe you just went in a circle.
Damn straight. I was like, why? Then I hit the illegal turn.
Oh, that's amazing.
Went on the Holland. Like, forget it. I saw an opening. I went for it.
How you doing?
Better now that I got that out. I had to push that out, man.
Understood.
I just was informed that the Jets are still alive. Does that mean everybody else has to lose every game?
The only team that has been eliminated is the New York Giants. That is the only team that has been eliminated.
Amazing work. Amazing work.
Listen, as I come into this today, John and I are actually spending a good 15 minutes sitting and talking outside. What exactly are we dealing with here? What do we want to get into today? Is there anything interesting with the Giants?
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about the fact that they fired Bowen. They're 2-10.
Meh.
There's not much there that's terribly interesting. Then we talk about the Jets. Is there anything interesting there?
Nah.
Not really. No.
We got no, like, Garrett Wilson coming back. We don't get to see, like, what he looks like with the new breed offense. How does that look?
So here's what I want to start with.
Yes.
How about the games tomorrow?
Oh, okay.
Now, here's why.
Smokity smoke.
When you look at what you've got coming the next couple of days, I honestly can't remember a better group of games on Thanksgiving and Black Friday than what we're going to get over the next 48 hours. Think about this. You got Packers-Lions. That game, by the way, tomorrow. Everybody needs to know this.
12.
I believe it kicks at 1.
1?
I believe it kicks at 1.
That's some new sauce.
I believe that. John told me that before.
Wow.
And I'll just double-check that.
That's
but remember,
new.
that's always a 12:30 kick. It is a 1 o'clock kick, correct?
Yes, I believe that's the Packers-Lions at 1.
Yes, that's what I said. Packers-Lions, 1 o'clock.
They don't care then. They don't care about us.
What do you mean?
Listen, nobody wants to have to go do the honeydew list.
All right, it's not 4 o'clock. Everybody calm down.
No, I wish it was at 12.
All right.
Traditionally, it used to be at 12 o'clock.
It used to be 12:30.
So that reminds me, like, that's back in the day when it was like college. You know what I'm saying? And for everybody out there that's listening, you know why Thanksgiving games generally used to suck? It's because the Lions used to suck.
Yes.
And the Lions are always been the turkey game, them in Dallas. And now everybody got greedy.
So we got the Packers-Lions.
Yes.
Then we've got Kansas City-Dallas.
Oh, wait. Do you see that? Listen, I feel like, like when I forgot who it was. It was Minnesota or something where the guy made the catch and they end up giving a guy from Minnesota like a key to the city because he got him in the playoffs or something like that, or a guy from it was maybe 10, 20 years, 15 years
ago. You talking about the playoff game?
No, I'm talking about the regular season game that propelled them because the guy they beat a team they weren't supposed to beat. Anyway, I say that to say this.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
It was like Arizona or
I thought
Minnesota.
You were talking about Stephon Diggs and the playoff touchdown that he caught.
It was like Arizona, and our listeners out there, if y'all remember this game, They gave another team, the city gave another team, guy from the team, they donated a bunch of money to his charity because he caught a catch in the corner that made them win, and they were like a bum team. I think it was Arizona, and it put Minnesota into the playoffs. It was something like that, right? And I say that because I'm saying that I think that Dallas should send us a care package. Dallas, like Quinnen Williams has been have you seen the stories coming? Have you heard the stories coming out about Quinnen?
Yeah.
He gave a speech at halftime.
Yep.
Said, I've been here before. Nothing's ever come easy. And then the guys on Dallas like, oh, my God. He inspired us. He gave me more juice. And they came out and what was all that juice for us? But he's been a leader. So now they have a leader. Mm-hmm. They're dominating on defense. Everybody thought it was a fluke because they held the Raiders down, but they held Dallas down. So now this Dallas game, like, this is the most intriguing game of the week to me.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. Like, I don't like the Cowboys, but I kind of can't wait for that game because they have now become a really entertaining product with how well they score. And
Overshaw.
I mean, cannot believe I'm going to do this, but it's hard not to do. How do I not give Jerry Jones a lot of credit for what's happened here?
Jerry said, I am going to fix the defense, and we're going to stop the run. And everybody was like, oh, Michael Parsons,
now,
no,
granted,
you're not going to do it.
Listen, okay, now let's not get nuts yet. You still have to go to the playoffs. You still have to get there, and you still have to do something with it. But when you trade away a player like Micah Parsons, it is not going to be a recover-in-a-minute situation, and that is what they have done. Now, granted, when he couldn't get Quinnen back then, but then he got him later on, you have to give him credit for what he got in return for what he gave up in return for Quinnen.
He identified the perfect piece to be a force multiplier for everybody because now Jadeveon Clowney's good. Now Fowler's good. All because Quinnen win rate, like he's first in win rate in the last 2 weeks. First in win rate. He got 2.5 sacks. He has 18 pressures. Like, I am so happy for Quinnen. And I'm so happy that the Jets let him go because he deserves to get his flowers.
Absolutely,
he is one of the most outstanding players. Remember what the narrative was around here?
Just a genuinely really good person.
And remember what the narrative was about him around here. Oh, he's not playing good. He's not like he was playing excellent. He was rating out. But his numbers and the numbers
don't understand what a defensive tackle means
Correct.
when they're playing well because you cannot define a defensive tackle by tackles and sacks and tackles for loss. That's not what a lot of them are there to do. They are creating plays for everybody else to make.
He is raising hell. And remember about 3-4 months ago, I sat in this seat and I said, listen, I wish that the Jets would go into a 3-4 defense. Guess what Quinnen's playing in?
Mm-hmm.
A 3-4 defense. And he cannot be contained. You want to know why?
Explain to me why that is without getting too far into the weeds.
Okay.
Because I am not that bright.
Okay.
Break it down like I'm a 2-year-old and you're doing a puppet show.
Can you count to 4?
Yes.
Okay. 4 versus 5. The offense has plus what?
1.
Okay. A 3-4 is a nose tackle, a DN, which is not outside. He's inside. A DN, and 2 outside linebackers. How many people is that?
5.
5 plus 5 is what?
10.
Okay.
Or even?
Even.
Whatever.
Right. It's not greater than. It's not less than. It's equal to.
In other words, 3-4 is a misnomer in that you actually have the 2 linebackers on the outside that are more like defensive ends standing up.
So now it's 5 against 5.
Right.
And who in the hell can you double? Nobody.
Yep.
So now the better player is going to beat the other player that he's better than because he don't have a buddy. So now Quinnen is going crazy. And I pleaded. I said, Quinnen in a 3-4. You know who he is in a 3-4? He's Trevor Price. He's Kiko. Who's your boy? Kiesel.
Brett Kiesel.
You can't block him because guess where he lines up at? He lines up outside the guard.
Yep.
Inside the tackle.
Yep.
Guess what the tackle got to do?
He's got to deal with the guy on the outside.
He got to block out.
Yep.
So now you got this
You
master
have a mismatch
man.
against the guard who's not going to be as big.
First of all, guards can't even handle movement. That's why they covered up. That's why in the middle they got a center to help them, but the center can't help them. And then if you listen to what Philadelphia said, they said, we did not prepare for an odd front. And so you know what an odd front is?
No.
So we go by number system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 9, right?
Right.
And then you go the other way, it's kind of the same way. So when you have a odd front, for everybody out there that's listening, that means you have a 0. 0 means that you have somebody not on the left side or the right side of the center. You got somebody head up on his ass. So the center don't got no angle. So the center can't step and try and turn you. He can't turn. He got to deal with you like a straight up sumo wrestling match. And then on the outside, you got people outside the guards. So now you isolate the center. You isolate the guard, and they kicked the Philadelphia Eagles' ass in the second half. It was nothing they can do about it. And listen, I'm going to say this again. I wish the Jets were a 3-4 team. Because if they're a 3-4 team, Jermaine Johnson and McDonald gets one-on-one. Unless they keep the tight end in. But every highlight tape features a tight end getting their ass kicked by a defensive end.
Well, back to the game itself tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I went full Tropic Thunder.
That's okay. The game itself tomorrow, I really am of the opinion that the Cowboys have impressed me so much that this might be
I'm taking them boys.
Really
I'm
kind of exploiting where the Chiefs are. Like, we got a short week. We got an older team. We got a quarterback that is the greatest we've ever seen, but does not necessarily look like he's playing his best at the moment. Maybe doesn't necessarily trust everything.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't ever.
It's a bad matchup.
I've said this so many times. I don't ever want to hear that somebody's dead until they're dead, until you're going to show me the body. But at the same time, with the Chiefs right now, not life support yet, but it feels like they might be fading. It feels like they
might not have enough.
I could be wrong.
They can't get to the finish line because Denver did not let them off the hook.
It feels like 15th mile, and they are lumbering. They are lumbering, trying to get somewhere.
It's like Mildred Traylor trying to get to the end against Hands of Stone. Fight called at 15 seconds left in the fight. Because this is where it's a great matchup. It's because Kansas City is vulnerable on the outside.
Yeah.
But Patrick Mahomes has always done a great job in stepping up and being able to find those holes in the inside. Well, with Quinnen and Shark, and I forgot the other guy, Azuke or something like that.
Yeah, Digizua.
Yeah, so now you got 3 pushing the pocket guys. So now if you're on the outside, if you're Clowney or if you're Fowler, man, just don't get up the field so he can step up.
Yeah.
Don't go past quarterback depth. Make sure that you're not getting too deep because you just find yourself being able to corral Patrick Mahomes, and he gets in trouble when we saw that when he went against Tampa in the Super Bowl. We saw that last year. I'm expecting this to look like the Super Bowl last year.
Where are we on the Lions?
I don't know, man.
This is the problem, and that's exactly the reaction I was hoping to get because that's exactly how I feel about the Lions right now. They're 7-4. I still 100% believe in them over the Bears. I think the Bears are a weak 8-3.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not getting nuts on that.
Yeah.
But this, to me, when you have the Packers at 7-3-1 and the Lions at 7-4 tomorrow, I thought all along this was going to be a division that you could get all 4 teams in the playoffs at the beginning of the year. Now, I didn't anticipate McCarthy being as bad as he's been.
I did.
Well, good for you, because as I look at the Lions right now, I don't know exactly what to believe and what not to believe. It feels like, I'm not going to say they've missed their window, but it feels like the window is just kind of on the way down, and you're not cashing in on that opportunity.
And this is the reason, I don't know if their window closed. For me, they're missing Ben Johnson.
Oh, I totally
and
agree
his
with you.
nuance.
Listen, when you have a
Because they
head
have better
coach,
play. And Laporta is really hurting him. He's
it's
out for the
hurting
year
him
back
too.
surgery.
But when you have a head coach who's taking over the play calling of the offense, 6 games into the year, 7 games into the year, that tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
That they absolutely –
the Lions are in third place.
This.
Like, it's crazy.
Is this kind of like Philadelphia the year in between? They go to the Super Bowl, they lose Steichen, and then they lose what's his name? Not Kellen
out
Moore.
of Arizona.
Jonathan Gannon.
Yeah, Gannon.
And they really missed the 2 coordinators that year. And then they brought back and
Kellen
then they
Moore.
went and got Kellen Moore done the year after that.
Yeah, they got the wrong coordinator right now.
So does it feel like that's what the problem is with the Lions?
That's what it is.
Or is it more maybe the windows?
I don't think so, because now they're
still a young team.
But they're actually more talented. I don't even know if I can call them a young team anymore.
All right, younger.
I call them. I call them they're
prime team.
Yeah, they're yet to hit their prime yet. But these
they're
guys,
right about.
They're in the middle of they're in between their adolescence and their prime and their adulthood. They're teenagers right now. They're like they're the Ninja Turtles. They're teenagers, and they have such young players. But the thing is, they paid everybody, and they won't be able to maintain this for too much longer because they're going to have to pay Gibbs. They're going to have to pay Jahmyr Gibbs in a little bit because he's up and he's shown himself maybe to be the most dynamic runner in the game on a good team.
Then I've got the Packers. I've got a Packers team that prior to the Giant game had looked atrocious offensively. They had scored 20 points in 2 weeks leading into that Giant game 2 weeks ago. They put up 27 on the Giants, which is okay.
Cleveland.
And then 23-6, they beat Minnesota. Again, that does not convince me that the offense has completely snapped out of it.
Yeah.
And, man,
you don't trust the quarterback.
You really don't. I'm so disappointed in that because I really thought that he had figured it out and was going to be that guy.
Remember, everybody had him as the MVP. And I said, listen, he misses way too many of the throws. And
a couple years ago, for the first half of the year, he was playing like I'm sorry, it was the second half, the first year that he was starting, the year that Rodgers got hurt.
But, Matthew Golden has not been who they thought he was going to be.
He has not been anything.
He's
been hurt, and he hasn't been good.
He hasn't added anything
not
to them.
Not a damn thing.
Now, the defense is
They
playing
were having Bo Melton still. They've also had injuries at receiver. They were having Bo Melton play both ways.
Yeah.
Because they were hurting so much at receiver.
Wow. I mean, they got Watson back, and, we all thought maybe this is the reason why they never pick a receiver in the first half because they don't have a good receiver.
Well, I mean, I think Watson's pretty good.
No, what I'm saying is, but Watson wasn't picked in the first round.
No.
They decided to go away from what they traditionally develop receivers and get them in the third, fourth, second. Jordy Nelson, I think, was second.
He was either second or third.
Yeah, this was the first round draft pick they did, and it was like, see, you can never trust receivers. You don't know if they're going to be good, if it's going to translate, if it's not going to translate. But this is so fascinating.
So to start at 1:00 tomorrow, I've got 2 teams that are 7-3, 7-3-1, and 7-4 that I have no idea what to make of. And then I've got Kansas City, Dallas later in the day. And then I got Burrow back tomorrow night against the Ravens.
Who don't look right.
But, dear God, they need every last one they can get. And they are so fortunate. If I'm not mistaken, isn't the Ravens' schedule pretty easy here the next couple weeks?
Is it? It's the most easy schedule. They got they had a top 5 schedule at the beginning. They got a bottom 5 at the end.
And then, so I get to see Burrow come back tomorrow night, which, by the way, I'm just throwing this out there, okay? Just throwing it out there.
I'll take him.
Just watch Burrow play the rest of the year. Just keep an eye on what's going on. That's all. Because I think the one thing we have seen is that Cincinnati digs their heels in and they don't give a blank.
Oh, they don't care.
They do not care. They will not just sit there and because Joe Burrow tells him he wants to get traded, that he's going to go get traded. But couldn't everybody see a scenario where, let's just say they got into the preseason next year or late into the preseason next year, and Burrow's digging his heels in, and maybe he does not want to play there anymore? Is that not?
That would be
fascinating. Is it nuts for me to think about that?
It's not nuts because we've seen this movie before.
Just because they're armed with what they would need.
What did he say? What was the first words uttered to Burrow from Carson Palmer? He said, "You can't win here." He said, "You got to go."
Here's the only problem. That owner is such a pain in the ass and will dig his heels in so deep that I just I know, but look at what he just did with a pass rusher who's not done, but certainly, on the other side and trying to get the last money.
But they're also one of the cheapest organizations in all of football. But you have to give them a. But
what they're going to do is they just argued, hey, we just gave you the 2 receivers you wanted.
Yeah.
Now you want out?
You got to give them a deal they can't refuse. And I've had Tom behind the scenes. Tom has been efforting. What did Carson Palmer – remember, Carson Palmer retired. He's like, man, I'm not playing for y'all. I retired.
Yes, he did.
And Hugh Jackson got the head coaching job, and he reached out to the Brown family. And what did they get for him?
The Bengals got from the Raiders a 2012 first-round pick, which ended up being Dre Kirkpatrick, and a 2013 second-round pick, which ended up being Giovanni Bernard.
How about we give them 3 ones?
I would do it without blinking.
1 next year and 2 in 2027.
I would do it without blinking.
3 first-rounders.
And I know he gets hurt. I don't care. That guy can be I can't believe I'm going to say this. Not even the Jets could ruin Joe Burrow. Not even the Jets could ruin Joe Burrow.
You wish. You doesn't know the power of the green.
I've seen it for 50 years growing up around here.
You don't know the power of the green, brother.
The Aaron Rodgers, I knew. He had already.
Well, he was old as hell.
And he had already turned nutbar by the time he got here. Okay? I already knew. Joe Burrow? And I'm not saying it's going to happen. Don't get me wrong. All I'm saying is, I could just see it.
Joe Burrow and Broadway? Is anybody built for the big time? Remember how
so good.
Remember his swag? Smoking a cigar after winning the championship in LSU.
Oh my God!
Coming in with he got the buffs on like he from the D. He had the buffs on, had the little chain, the fur, and all the swag coming to the games and stuff.
So if you watch these games tomorrow, there are tinges of New York in all of them. And just listen, I don't want you to dream dreams that are just impossible. Okay?
To dream the impossible dream.
But don't rule things out when you look at this stuff, because that's how bad. Are you going to tell me that Burrow didn't look at how they handled the Trey Hendrickson thing and not try to sit there and figure out that this is just ain't it?
Yeah.
Like, look at Quinnen. Quinnen gave it how long?
Quinnen gave it 7 years.
Joe Burrow was
about 7 years.
2021 or 2020? 2020.
Man, he's only 6 years in.
6 years in.
Yeah. Listen.
Here's the point. We're getting there.
He went to the Super Bowl, but yeah, it's about time.
All right, so here's where we're at. Okay, our teams are dead, dead in the water, dead as a doornail.
Well, mathematically,
no. Dead, D-E-D, dead. Okay. What I want to know is the next couple of days, just as football fans.
Yeah.
What you're looking forward to the most and what you're most locked in on at 800-919-3776. Also over on the YouTube page, by all means, fire it up there. Let us know what you're just jacked up for.
And no. And what are you thankful for?
Oh, come on. Like,
what, you're not thankful for anything?
Can I be honest for a minute?
Sure. Let's go, Grinch.
I know that it's going to sound crummy. All right? I'm aware. We all have to have practice gratitude. It shows up on my algorithm, all that kind of crap.
Are you thankful that the Steelers got rid of Pickens?
I'm not thankful for that. Oh, my God.
Aaron Rodgers is like, I can't find a secondary receiver. Yo, dumbass, you traded him. I don't care if he was late to the game.
I should be very thankful for a lot of things in my life. Just don't jam it down my throat, Listen, you know what I'm thankful for?
Your couch.
That I can be cranky.
Your couch.
Oh, I'm thankful for the couch. but I'm not going to spend much time on it tomorrow because we're going over to a friend's house.
Oh, that sucks.
No, it doesn't.
But it's good.
I love these friends.
You much rather go over their house than having people come over your house because then it's the awkward part of telling them to leave.
Oh, my God.
Don't you? We
not kidding.
We need to have that story about the people that overstay they welcome and you got to kind of go in your room and go to sleep so they get the message.
Oh, my God.
I hate those people. You know what I'm saying, Ty? Like, yo, bro,
all of it.
You the last people here.
All of it.
It's a wrap, B.
The Thanksgiving issues you're going to have tomorrow, whether you got to drive from Long Island to New Jersey.
I
want your nightmares. I want everything you're looking forward to.
Who's traveling today?
I want all
Call
the football. See, I don't do as many people travel today as they. I'm not talking about flying.
Where they drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, if you're driving today, call in. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys are on the road, right? Don't hold the phone in your hand. Go through your CarPlay.
Settle down. I'm not going to beg you. All right.
Go through your CarPlay and holler at your boys. You know what I'm saying? Let us know how that trip is going. And secretly, are you regretting it? Because sometimes I hate having to have forced conversations. It's like mandates. Like, especially when it's like somebody else's family. You know what I mean? Like, all right, we're going over your wife's family, your girlfriend's family, and you got to have these fake-ass conversations and, like, people ask you questions, and you can't be comfortable. Now, if it's your family, it's fun.
When I was in Philly, I just got reminded by my wife. When I was in Philly, I had the nickname Grumpy Bear. Like from the Care Bears, Grumpy Bear.
You just cross your arms and sit down in front of the TV? Try to sit in the corner, hope nobody bothers you?
Listen, I'll be lovely and chatty and all that stuff, but if it's a 3rd down and 7, you better let the big fella get his chips. And
how's Rutgers looking this year? Like, bro, is Rutgers on the screen?
Now, what is it that you do? No, it's not gonna be that kind of crowd. This crowd all knows what I'm up to. My sister's coming. Good friends of ours are having us over. Some people have been very instrumental in our lives. Are going to be there.
That's good.
It's gonna be a good crew.
And you have no kids. That's the perfect part.
Well, my niece is in high school. She's the youngest one.
She's mature.
My other two, who I call my niece and nephew, but
they can care less about you. No, they're your niece and nephew. It's not even a call. They're your niece and nephew.
No. I mean like family wise. We're not.
It don't matter.
They're my niece and nephew.
You know how many cousins I got? Listen. I got a white cousin.
Yeah.
How's that possible? Exactly. He's just my cousin. It don't matter. White boy Ray.
Ray would always bring somebody into the booth at Thanksgiving, Ray Lucas.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, this is my cousin. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I get it. Anyway, have at it. 800-919-3776. The lines are open for you right now at 800-919-3776. Happy Thanksgiving.
It's a lot of gray in that beard right there, brother. You stressed out?
He's hitting our guy Ray. Poor guy's working 94 hours a week, and you're hitting him with, you got gray in your beard. Thanks, jerk.
He's stressed
Bart
out.
Carlin, ESPN New York.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
We have an accident on the Jackie Robinson Parkway, eastbound at Cypress Hill Street. That has at least one lane closed. It is slow both ways, and it's slow on the Belt Parkway, eastbound off the Verrazano to Bay Parkway. And construction now eastbound between Rockaway Parkway and Pennsylvania Avenue has at least one lane closed, and then they cleared a crash westbound on the Belt around Erskine Street. Westbound Cross Bronx, you have delays from the Bronx River Parkway out to the George Washington Bridge. Delays have thinned out, though, heading in into the city at the GW. Not too bad at the Lincoln or the Holland tunnels. And you have slowdowns on the southbound Harlem River Drive near the Triborough Bridge and down onto the FDR heading down into the 70s. I'm Adam Walski, 880 ESPN New York.
At the 5-yard line, handoff Breece Hall, finds a crease, runs left, he's into the end zone for a Jet touchdown. Jets fans, clear the runway and be at MetLife Stadium for Week 13 as your New York Jets take on the Atlanta Falcons, Sunday, November 30th at 1 p.m., presented by New Jersey Lottery. Join us as we celebrate First Responders Day. Don't miss your chance to be at the game. Lock in your seats now at nyjets.com/tickets. Once again, that's nyjets.com/tickets.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back. I'm injury attorney John Ryan D'Agostino, nicknamed The Closer, continuing D'Agostino and Associates' legacy of helping the injured for over 35 years. My father, John D'Agostino, built this injury firm to help accident victims.
This is John D'Agostino, and this is a family firm. For us, it's about doing what's right and making sure somebody pays for your pain. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-BITE-BACK.
They call me The Closer because big or small, in court or out, I'm fighting to get the job done, to win, to get you every dollar you deserve.
D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown! Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
Clinton Yates here. The holidays are upon us, and so are the savings at Total Wine & More. Discover thousands of wines, spirits, and beers like my favorite, IPAs, perfect for every celebration and every budget. From bold reds to sparklers, you'll find the perfect wines to raise a glass this season. With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find only at Total Wine & More. Curbside pickup and delivery available in most areas. See TotalWine.com for details. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. Be 21.
Making lemonade out of lemons, baby. Our season sucks, so let's just root for everybody else to suck. I would love to see the dead body of the Kansas City Chiefs.
You want them done?
Yeah, because I do not want to see Taylor Swift in the playoffs.
What is the problem with that? Why do you hate that?
It's kind of like when because she becomes the bigger part of the story.
But if you noticed, they are not showing her nearly as much as they used to. Because I think she asked.
Yeah, because
for them to not show her.
But that's what I'm saying, though, because she was getting blowback. The same way that Kim Kardashian stole Reggie Bush's moment after he won the Super Bowl. She come here with her little shoulder pad suit on, and they ain't even together no more.
Listen, I like with me, with Taylor Swift, anybody that makes that many people happy, I'm good with you. I got no problems with you. I'll let it go.
Charles Manson made people happy.
To be clear, you just compared Taylor Swift and her popularity to Charles Manson.
No, they're both cult leaders.
I'm telling you, this is not a war that you want to fight. You don't want them they're not our core audience. You don't want that smoke. You do not. I know you, and I know you want all the smoke.
The Swifties.
You do not want that smoke. You thought the Beehive was bad? Oh. Not even in the ballpark.
I'm just going to bring Kanye's people.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
His Sunday choir.
Yeah.
We'll fight evil with delight.
Ugh. Anyway, ESPN New York's holiday party is back. Now the Michael Kay Show. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg are bringing the holiday cheer at your mother's house in Garden City Park, Long Island. It's Friday, December the 12th. We're once again collecting unwrapped toy donations this year to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation. It all kicks off at 1 p.m. Friday, December 12th at your mother's house. It is in Garden City Park, Long Island. It's brought to you by Amazon Pickup, Security Dodge, and Spiked Aid. Bart Carlin on ESPN New York, also on the ESPN New York not Facebook, on the YouTube page. You can watch it there. I'll get some of those comments in a sec. Georgie in Stamford, Connecticut is driving down I-95. Georgie, what's up, brother?
Come on, Chris and Bart, what's going on? Happy Thanksgiving. I'm on the southbound 95. I'm in the sandwich lane surrounded by four-wheelers. I'm putting exit 9 in the back pocket. Come out.
Is it moving?
Barely, brother. Surrounded.
Oh, man.
Where you headed?
Headed to Greenwich to drop some stone.
Nice.
Okay. What do you got, brother?
Fellas, enjoy your Thanksgiving. Yo, listen, I'm with you on that 3-4, Bart, all day. 3-4. I think that I know you was kind of saying the Giants run that a little bit, but much better defense all day long.
What do you got looking forward to tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow? Are you working tomorrow? What's your deal?
He better not be working.
Tomorrow I'm looking forward to green bottles, baby. Heineken all day.
Heineken zero alcohol?
No, I'm going to have to go the other way. Being a truck driver is tough, Bart. If I'm going to be on my couch, I'm going to need the alcohol, son.
Absolutely.
you fellas enjoy. You enjoy.
You too.
You do. Safe travels.
Where I'm going, it's not a see, like if this was a Carlin family thing from back in the day, it'd be flowing.
Yeah.
Like it would absolutely, my brother Bill would be mixed drinks.
Yeah.
Or wine. My brother Steve would be all over the good wine, all those kinds of things. It would be, there's a good chance, I wouldn't say there's going to be a fight, but there's a good chance.
A scuffle.
Nothing ever got physical in my house. Okay. Nothing ever got physical.
A heated discussion.
Like I told you, the last time that I can remember, that we really had one big Thanksgiving, my brother Dan ended up in the garage with my mother. But that's back when my mom, was still in her 70s and kind of had it.
Still spry.
She still had it.
Yeah, still spry.
Yeah. I'm kind of missing that right now.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
But I say that, but I know the second that I bring it back, I'm going to really regret it.
Well, I'm talking about even bring that feeling back with your friends tomorrow. And this is what you do. Either edibles. Are you bringing a dish?
Yeah.
Sprinkle some weed in it. Just a little bit.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
It'll be the greatest, most epic Thanksgiving ever.
I'm not going to do that.
They won't even taste it.
Listen, it's very much a group that is not for. That they are not into that. That is not their thing.
It's medicinal. It's from the earth.
It's medicinal.
It's from the earth.
That will not be happening.
Oh, man.
That will not be happening. That's not that group.
They never tried it?
I didn't say, I don't know who's tried what. I don't think so.
You know what's crazy?
All right, let me just give you a little clue, okay? One of the people, the couple whose house we're going to, one of them is a former agent for the Bureau. So, no, that's never happened.
Yeah, he was using all kind of
No, he was not. Trust me.
Siege bottles back. Man, you know how much drugs he's been around?
No, he was not. Trust me. And, and one of them was my wife's boss who brought her to Sports Illustrated when she worked there. He's been an incredible part of her life for a long time, our lives.
Closet puffers, I guarantee. See, there's just one thing,
No, this is not I often wonder about my brother Steve lives in Colorado now.
Yeah.
And that was never his thing. But I could see him now in retirement.
But sleep, CBD, with a little THC, go to sleep night.
Maybe a gummy or something like that. See if it really does anything for him. I can see
people just don't like to smoke. It's
my brother Bill, everything's on the table. Whatever. Let him fly.
He like my dad, stick your tongue out, huh? Man, LSD. There you go. Instant LSD. It's my type of pot.
One holiday, he took my brother Steve to a bar on the Upper West Side. This is 90s, early 90s. It was called Bamboo Bernie's.
Bamboo Bernie's.
And the name of the drink was the Dr. Voodoo. He had 4 or 5 of them, and the next morning, Steve had never been more hungover in his life. and he's getting on a plane to go home. The doctor is calling.
Yeah.
Dr. Voodoo.
Should have ate some White Castles, baby. Got to balance that.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. All right, on the games. What are you looking forward to tomorrow, Friday, with the Bears and the Eagles as well? 800-919-3776. Mike Tannenbaum joins us next on ESPN New York.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
This Thanksgiving, FanDuel is introducing a brand new way to build a parlay together. It's called Pass the Leg. Here's how it works. Start a group build, add your pick, then pass it to your friends so they can add theirs. When everyone's done, you each lock in the group parlay with your own funds. Because football is better when it's played and bet together. And to make it even better, everyone gets a 15% profit boost to use on their build. The Chiefs are in Dallas, so maybe you'll like Mahomes and the over on passing yards. The Ravens hosting the Bengals, so you wonder, will Derrick Henry find the end zone? Grab your crew, start your build, and get in on the action this Thanksgiving with Pass the Leg. Visit FanDuel.com/K to get started. FanDuel, play your game. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Problem with a gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
ESPN Bet is becoming the score bet this December. The same betting app you love with a new look and promos curated just for you. Existing ESPN Bet customers don't have to change a thing. Your account, wallet, and bets will all remain the same. Plus, kick things off right now by logging in and claiming a 100% profit boost. More action, more rewards, more for you. The score bet coming this December. 21 plus, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Hockey fans and holiday shoppers, check out Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg December 2nd live from the NHL shop in Manhattan West Plaza, a block from the Garden. They'll be talking all things NHL.
It's hockey, man.
And they'll be joined on site by hockey legend Mark Messier. It's all powered by Game 7 apparel and headwear as they launch their new assortment in the NHL shop. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg December 2nd live from the NHL shop.
Mike Tannenbaum will be with us momentarily. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. Couple of the comments coming in on the ESPN New York YouTube page chat. Bart will be definitely taking that walk tomorrow.
Facts.
Let's see. People napping after the meal on the couch. Here's the problem. If I nap on the couch after the meal and I'm sitting up.
Somebody got to put you on your shoulders.
Oh, God.
Especially if you're right there by the TV.
Yeah. I was a little worried the other day. I was flying home from Columbus with my wife, and she was 2 rows behind me. And when I fall asleep on a plane, you have seen this.
Oh, I know.
You have seen this. So I now have figured out that I have to tilt my head forward to avoid that noise.
If your ass fall forward into the front seat in front of you, you fall asleep.
I think Maggie taped that, too.
Oh, of course you did.
Does she still have it?
It's still in her cloud.
She might still have it. Me falling asleep when we're going to spring training one year. Louder than the noise that comes out of the plane.
Hey, people are like, hey, I didn't pay for first class for this crap.
Wasn't first. Listen.
It was low class. What were we on, Soul Plane?
Yeah, I think it was low class. It was triple economy. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. How about Billy in the truck up next on ESPN New York? Billy, what's going on, bud?
Yo, guys. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your families.
Fourth Beer Truths on the chat just said Carlin sniffs Sharpies. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm definitely I'm going to get all stony baloney tomorrow. I got to deal with my cousins, the 6'7" nonsense, so I got to be laid out on that couch.
Oh, my God. Can we be done with whatever the hell that is? I don't want to sound old, but geez.
Yeah, they're 10 and 7, so it's right in the prime right there for them. So tomorrow it's got to be a tune-out day.
Yeah.
But I think, I got to root for the Cowboys tomorrow. I got, my uncle's a big Cowboy fan, and maybe I should be rooting against them. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because it's real funny when they start losing. He gets real crazy.
Well, no, listen.
Anybody ever break the TV? You got that when guys get mad and break, like, bro, this ain't your house.
No, he's thrown some of the kids' toys around and stuff like that. Where in recent memory, he'll just get up and put his hands up and he just walks away before anything else happens.
So why do you feel like you need to vote for the or root for the Cowboys? Is it because they become a good story?
We'll finish it up with him in a bit. We got Mike.
Okay.
Mike Tannenbaum.
Money Mike. Why should we root for the Cowboys, Mike?
The Mike Tannenbaum Report brought to you by Samuel Institute for Pain Management. Mike, I can't remember a better group of Thanksgiving games really that we're getting over the next 48 hours when you include Black Friday.
Yeah, it should be fantastic, guys. Like, they all have compelling narratives, and who thought that the Bengals would be relevant, but here we are with Joe Burrow, guys.
Playing spoiler. I mean, are they putting him at risk, or should they just kind of sit him down for the rest of the year? Because, he hasn't been able to be, out of his career, he's missed 3 years. 3 years he's ended up on IR.
Yeah, I think you got to play, Bart. Like football players play football during football season, and while you're still alive, you got to go.
Mike, when you were ever in that position of, yes, we have to get a guy out there who's ready to go, but you want to be making smart and judicious decisions. How did you go about it outside of just what the medical part of it was? Was there ever an instinct as a GM to protect a guy a little bit longer, just trying to keep him right?
Yeah, it's a great question, Chris. Context is always everything, and there's like a lot right now about quarterbacks in the league and their health. From Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow, J.J. McCarthy's back in protocol, and I think in this day and age, and I'm sure Bart will see it similarly, is playing the quarterback position and making smart decisions is a skill that's part of the job description, meaning when to slide, when to throw the ball away, when to dive for a first down. And that comes with experience. And obviously Joe Burrow has more experience than J.J. McCarthy or Jaden Daniels, but I think if someone is ready to play and they're good enough, they should play because, you're asking a lot of all those other men in the locker room to do the same.
I mean, at what point do you think Joe Burrow lets go of the rope? I mean, I know they gave him what he wanted, but I feel like I saw a similar story, and I was front and center with it when Carson Palmer just realized that I can't really win here. And it was kind of the same scenario. Had two outstanding receivers. The defense started to falter a little bit. And the organization just didn't seem like they were similar about winning. They didn't have an indoor practice facility. And Carson Palmer finally said, I've had enough, and he retired. Do we ever see maybe something like that happening, maybe similar? And what kind of package would it take? Because we talked to the audience about what the package it was for the Raiders. I think it was a first and a second. Do you ever think he decides to let go of the rope?
Yeah, I don't know if we're there yet because he still has T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, but I think it's at least 3 first-round picks. I mean, to be candid, what would scare me more than that, guys, if I was the Bengals, is does he pull an Andrew Luck and say, you know what, not Carson Palmer, but I'm done. I have plenty of money, and everybody on the planet, only has so many hits in that body.
Yeah.
And at some point, is enough? And more so than because I think with Chase and Higgins, like there's plenty of reasons to be a Bengal, but at some point, does he just say like enough is enough?
I mean, Carson had Henry, Ocho, and who's your mama? So I mean, like it's eerily similar.
Yeah, well, like I said, I would just be, his like again, we've talked about this for years. I would have invest so much in that offensive line, way more than I would before I did anything at receiver or anything else, because a healthy Joe Burrow, you drive to the stadium every week knowing that you have a real chance to win.
Mike Tannenbaum is with us, ESPN NFL front office insider. Mike, what did you make of the Giants deciding this week to move on from Shane Bowen?
Well, the timing of it, like a lot of things, to me was a little, unusual. If you're going to do that, Chris, like you moved on from your head coach, like if you're going to pull the Band-Aid off, like just pull the Band-Aid off. So I'm not sure like what they learned in the week after that they didn't know beforehand. So, but those are really hard situations for, someone like Mike Kafka. It's interesting, whether it's fair or unfair, but right now the two interim coaches between Mike McCoy and Mike Kafka don't have a win this season.
Mike, what he said it was purely his decision. Would a interim coach be empowered to do something like that in that kind of situation?
My experience, we had Dan Campbell in Miami for 12 games, and we did try to empower him to, learn how to manage the roster, how to manage the staff, clock management, and all the decisions that are attenuated with, being a head coach. So obviously any major decision like that, you're talking to the front office, you're talking to ownership, but you do want to, if this is a real test drive, you do want to give them that responsibility.
Now, when you look at the product that's been put on the field, I mean, I've been kind of proud of how the Giants look against seemingly inferior, better competition. Is it something that Kafka can kind of build on and say, or is it what Dart looks like when he comes back in the system? Because I feel like, if anything, you made the decision when you guys let go Eric Mangini to hold on to Shoddy. And is it a situation where, Kafka, if everything looks good and his offense continues to look good without the weapons and knowing the improvements that they can make when Scatterboo comes back and Neighbors comes back and maybe drafting a receiver or either get one in free agency, what was that decision like to keep Shoddy and to get Rex and say, okay, well, we feel pretty good about this pairing?
Yeah, because we felt like there was a lot of good things going on the offensive side of the ball. Obviously, we had Brett Favre that season, but Brian had been with us for a while, and we really liked the combination of Brian and Rex. And ironically, Brian was a finalist for the job going back to 2009, and it's weird that he didn't get his opportunity till whatever it was 16 years later, despite all the success that we had. So I think sometimes you do look at pairings and say, like, what's best for us? And, there was no way we could have made Brian the head coach at the time and make Rex the defensive coordinator. He wasn't going to leave the Ravens to do that. So, there's a number of layers that go into those decisions.
All right, Mike, What are you looking forward to most Thanksgiving? Is it sides? Is it dessert? What is it? Is it the turkey? What do you got?
Yeah, I'm a big sides guy. Give me the stuffing, give me the mashed potatoes, and let me go to work. Turkey's solid. That holds serve, but I like everything that goes around the main course.
Gravy on both?
Absolutely.
I love it. Just give me that and let me go to work. Sounds like me. Mike, awesome stuff. We appreciate it. We'll talk next week. Have a great Thanksgiving with your family.
Yeah, thanks. You too, guys. Really appreciate it.
That was the Mike Tannenbaum Report, brought to you by Samwell Institute for Pain Management. For a pain-free life, visit SamwellPain.com today. For those who don't know, he's just such a good dude.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know if I ever told you. Did you know that, remember the day I got cut loose at Fan?
Yeah.
He was the first person who texted me.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't know Mike at all back then, and said, hey, it's going to be okay. Like, that was just super cool of him out of nowhere.
Class personified.
Really so. And when I got a job at ESPN, first guy who texted me then, excited to be your teammate. That's pretty cool. That's Mike Tannenbaum.
You fired me. No, just like no, it wasn't.
Absolutely.
I think we got fired together.
I had absolutely destroyed him. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
Listen. Never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
The fall savings event continues this November at Bay Ridge Mazda. Lease the 2025 Mazda CX-30S for as low as $169 per month, or the 2025 Mazda CX-5 Select for as low as $229 per month, and get as low as 0.9% APR financing rates on select models. Plus, enjoy 1 year complimentary of Bay Ridge Plus benefits like ding and dent coverage, key replacement, windshield protection, and roadside assistance. Visit them in Brooklyn or online at BayRidgeMazda.com. Bay Ridge Mazda, where confidence comes standard. See dealer for details.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees. It should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee, included with every tire purchase with paid installation. You'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the limited lifetime tire guarantee, only at Midas.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night.
Okay, Kirk.
I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
I feel like the best thing that we can see in the coming weeks for both teams is exactly what we saw from the Giants last week. A team that plays hard, really the last 2 weeks, plays hard, shows you a lot. In the end, they end up losing, but
Right.
at least you come out of it feeling somewhat encouraged.
The last thing we want is the Trevor Lawrence type of scenario. Oh, you won a meaningless game. Congratulations. You lose I'm
going to operate under the assumption that the Titans are not going to win another game. The Titans are really bad. But
they played a lot better last week, though.
Maybe. And maybe Cam Ward wins them a game down the stretch because, Bart, even though he's getting sacked as much as he is, I'm telling you, I believe in Cam Ward. I think he's got a chance.
Yeah,
once they get some people around him.
I just hope they don't ruin him like Justin Fields. Like,
I agree.
Who's the next coach?
Yeah.
Right? Because the guy that they had before, Callahan, he was supposed to be the offensive guru.
Right.
Brought his dad in, supposed to be he's the dad's the greatest offensive line coach that I've ever been around. That didn't work. So if you can't do that, it really shows you it boils down to personnel. And I think they made a vital mistake. They didn't make Simmons available. I think that is
he was also a little banged up at the time, but as the deadline came up.
It don't matter. People know who he is, and they said he wasn't available. They should have looked at him the same way we looked at Quinnen Williams.
All right, so let's talk about this for a second. When I'm looking at the Jets specifically, what I saw from the Giants the last week is what would encourage me.
Right.
A team that's fighting hard, a team that's got opportunities to win games, but ultimately comes up a little bit short.
Yep.
Same thing with the Giants, but we're at a position here where I am not dying for the Jets to get the number one pick like I was when it was Trevor Lawrence. I'm not on the edge of my seat
because he's not there.
Dear God, don't screw it up. Exactly. And I also know that the Titans don't need the quarterback either, and they're not going to be drafting one.
And you know that you're saving maybe the Jets from themselves.
What I would like, though, is the option.
Yeah.
What I would like, though, is the ability to have everything in front of me. Here is your choice of quarterbacks for this year. Here is your ability to skip it and wait until next year. Here is your ability to make a couple of trades to get yourself into a better spot if there is somebody else who feels very strongly about him, or if the big fish does become available, here is that option at your feet as well.
And what makes me nervous, like for the Jets, it's more about culture building, right? So you can't play well against the Ravens and then lose to Atlanta at home. You can't play well against the Ravens and then lose to the Dolphins twice and at home. You got a down south team coming up north, playing outside in the elements. Now, we don't know what the weather conditions are going to be, how the weather is going to be, but this still is a south team that's probably walking around at 80 degrees and going to come down here, and it could be a lot different in 2 weeks here in the Meadowlands. But what I'm saying is the Jets need to at least win 3 games out of these next 5. They should beat the Saints. They should beat Atlanta. Atlanta's a talented team, but they're far from the team that beat Buffalo, and that was at home. Kirk Cousins outside again on that turf. And, they should beat the Miami Dolphins. So that's going to put them at 5 wins, which is respectable. Like, it's pretty much what they won last year. But if they win 7, you get nervous that you're out of the top 10. You don't want this team out of the top 10 because they have the ammunition that if they're in the top 10 to move up to 5 if they see a guy that's there. We know that, a quarterback maybe isn't likely, but maybe it is. Maybe they see somebody there like Mac Jones that they think that is worth, being picked at the 11th position, knowing that they still have that other first-round draft pick in their pocket. So I'm kind of nervous, but you want this is what you really want. You want the Jets to win, but then you want Cleveland to win too, right? You want the teams that's behind them to kind of win some games as well.
Yeah, I'd like Cleveland to win. I'd like New Orleans to win a game. I'd like the Raiders to win.
Well, Cleveland's already did it, but now here's a good thing, right? Cleveland's probably going to get bounced by San Francisco. But week 14, they play the Titans. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to win. But they also and they have the Bengals. So they can beat the Bengals. Especially with that defense. You got Myles Garrett, and this is week 18. You got the young team that's just trying to scrap and get a win. And how motivated is Joe Burrow going to be to play against Myles Garrett, who's probably trying to go for the sack record? You know what I'm saying? If he hasn't got it yet.
Let's start here, though. Okay, let's start about the number one pick.
Yeah.
Tennessee, all right? To your point about them playing better, the last few weeks, they lost 30-24 to Seattle. They lost 16-13 to Houston. And they lost 27-20 to the Chargers. So they're hanging around in some of these games. Here's what they've got left briefly. Jacksonville at Cleveland.
They can beat Jacksonville.
They've got Jacksonville twice, including week 18. At Cleveland, San Francisco, Kansas City, New Orleans.
So they can win 2 games.
They could, but are they going to?
Well, you hope that they win 2 games.
If they do, the Jets theoretically, by the strength of the opponent, would break a tie with them if they were both sitting at 2 wins. The only team right now that doesn't break a tie, that the Jets don't break a tie with at 2 wins is New Orleans.
Yeah, and they play New Orleans, so that's going to be one of those things. But I think that
lay down, Johnny, take a dive.
I think Cleveland can win 2 of those games, and then Garrett Wilson coming back, you want to kind of sell, because also what you want is free agents to want to come to you as well.
How did they put that together right now, though? How do you make yourself an attractive spot? You can talk about having the picks, but we also, I think when we look back, part of why they paid Sauce and Garrett at the time was to help to start to restore the reputation.
Yeah.
We're taking our 2 guys early, and we're paying them.
2 years early.
To let everybody else know that this can be a place to come, and you will get paid and you will get rewarded.
Correct.
You traded one of those guys away, which, I mean, listen, I don't know that too many people would argue 2 number ones for Sauce plus a receiver that might turn into something.
Yeah.
I don't know that many people would hold that against you with the way this season went. I guess what I'm asking is, how much work do they have to do right now to not restore, but to actually build an outside perception that is not, oh, my God, it's the Jets, I'm never going there?
Well, I think they've almost already did that with how they're playing, and everybody recognizes and understands how many draft picks they have. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They took away 2 good players.
But that doesn't speak to the whole organization thing, because, like, Woody Johnson got hammered in that players poll.
Correct.
And now he's kind of like wanting to sue the NFLPA over that.
Well, he redid the locker room, so that'll change, right?
Okay.
I mean, it was a new facility. I mean, the locker room was only 7 years old. Mm-hmm. That's like buying a house and saying, "All right, I'm a renovate this." You usually don't think that when you built something from the ground up, $50 million. You built it, not $50 million. I think it was about 20 or something like that. When you
spent money.
Yeah, and it was a brand new facility. Everything was new except for the locker room. The locker room's outdated because now everybody has these new locker rooms with USB ports and all that stuff in it and stuff like that. But I think if you watch the Jets, I tell you what, and watching what they did against the Ravens, I think the Ravens left impressed. Like, wow, this team wasn't as bad as I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think they see what I think everybody knows that offensive line is really good. I think everybody knows that Breece is really good. I think everybody knows that Garrett Wilson is really good. So if I'm an offensive player, outside of saying, man, I don't really have a quarterback that's going to get me the ball, you're saying that this team kind of has everything that we need. And, I'm trying to think like some of the plans that if they don't get the quarterback this year, kind of where they can go.
For a receiver, is that going to have to be proof of concept? In other words, you go and get a quarterback first before a receiver's going to want to come here?
Well, I don't know, because it depends on how Tyrod looks. Because if Tyrod puts up decent numbers, then you're like, man, he's a professional, but he's the backup, and do they go get a brick? Everybody's gonna think I'm crazy, and everybody's gonna say, "Oh, Bart just like." I would heavily consider Deshaun Watson.
Man,
for the cheap, and let him and Tyrod kind of battle it out.
He
And
just
then,
hasn't played in forever now, too.
I know. But he is a guy, when you think about his best years was pretty much when he was with but with Brian, what's his name?
Bill O'Brien?
Yeah, Bill O'Brien.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was with Bill O'Brien. But what was the offense? It was pretty much playing like Jared Goff. Play action, heavy run, play action off the runs, boots, throwbacks, waggles. That's the exact type of skill set that you want. I think that under Stefanski, I just think that wasn't his type of offense. And he's been, and to your point, he's been injured. But what is he going to ask? The dude is coming off basically $250 million guaranteed without ever having to work for it.
Where are people with this right now? That's what I'd like to know at 800-919-3776 and on the chat over at the YouTube page on ESPN New York. Are you at the point where you want to see them actually win games down the stretch? Or is the best case scenario that they play well, but they lose games? That they play well enough to encourage you, but they don't get over the top and thus still put themselves in a position. Because, like, when we think back to Trevor Lawrence, you know, winning that damn Rams game, like, who cares?
Yeah.
Honestly. Like, you had no business going out to L.A. and beating the Rams. And granted, I understand that Trevor Lawrence has not turned out to be what we thought he was going to be.
I'll take him.
But it's being in the position and not screwing that up.
Yeah.
The Giants have done it. You know, Chase Young, had he not been injured, I think would have been a dynamic pass rusher. And they went down to Washington, and Daniel Jones threw 5 touchdowns, and they lost the number 1 pick. Like, these are things that they've done that have put themselves in bad spots.
Isn't it amazing that the Giants found their quarterback in the late first round, and the Jets have spent number 2 pick, number 3 pick, and just can't get it right? Even with Sanchez, number 5 pick, trading up and all that type of stuff. And then, you know, that's what I think sometimes by not being forced to take the obvious pick or the top 2 picks, you almost end up better, you know, by being able to kind of pick later and get what falls to you.
We just put up a poll over on the YouTube chat. Do you want wins from the Jets or do you want competitive losses? I think it's a great question because there's the talk about building the culture of what the Jets want to be and how important it is to actually win games down the stretch of a season versus not tanking, but playing well. And you see the signs, but you're not costing yourself.
Yeah, the problem is you can't explain away losing to the Saints.
No, you can't.
You can't explain away losing to Atlanta. Maybe you can get away with
like this is a game that scares the hell out of
you. You can get
this is a game they can win.
Yeah, you can get away with losing to Miami twice because Miami always gives you hell, and you know they beaten enough teams. They got 4 wins. You can explain away losing like, oh, you got swept by your division this year. You can explain that away. But 2 of them, the Jets minimum gonna have to have 4 wins.
Let's hit it. 800-919-3776. David in Elizabeth. Happy Thanksgiving. What's up,
Are you
brother?
underwater today, or do you get a damn day off?
All right, let's see what it sounds like.
Nope. That explains it.
Oh, yeah, you heard him, 7303. Yeah.
You in the airport?
He at work. His ball like, hey, we got that pallet boat, dog.
They like, yo, you better get that 7303 and stop playing. Nah, you know what's crazy, fellas, man? You know, first and foremost, Thanksgiving to you guys, you and your families. I hope you guys enjoy. ESPN family as well. I just want to say this as far. I just want to say this as far as the organization. I got my trust in Muji, and he's going to do the right thing. He's been doing the right thing all season, little by little, in increments. He's been making improvements, improving the team, and the team sort of is responding to Aaron Glenn a little bit. If I were Glenn, at the end of the season, I go back to the drawing board. Wilkes, I'm sorry, you up out of here. I would try to fill in a lot of the blanks, and I'm not gonna lie, man. I think Muji's gonna solve the problem that needed to be solved for a very long time. Yeah, for a very long time. He's gonna get that quarterback position ready, right, and we're gonna finally, hopefully, be a competent organization.
Well,
that's all I gotta say, man.
They'll have 2 swings at it, Dave. They'll have 2 swings at it. That's a good thing. They got this year and next year. If you don't get it right this year, if that guy – but
do you
also,
want to here's a question. Do you want to take 2 swings?
If you have to. If you're not convinced, I'd much rather end up with the RG3 Kirk Cousins situation than deal with a situation where I got to say, oh, I got J.J. McCarthy and something. Like,
we're just about increasing the odds now.
Yes, that's about it, right? Because guess what? If you draft a player and he's great, he still doesn't affect winning as much as finding a quarterback. Like right now, I guarantee you there's so much panic in Minnesota right now.
Oh, there's got to be. There's got to be.
Like he don't, and he's hurt again. He's in the protocol.
Awful.
This dude is always hurt.
He's awful, and he's always hurt. I can't get over how bad he's been. I never thought he was going to be great, but I cannot get over how bad J.J. McCarthy has been. That has been
you know who he was?
Brutal to watch.
He was Jackson Dart. People told us that, listen, he's better than what you've seen. He's a guy that's going to surprise a lot of people. And Kevin O'Connell identified him as the guy that was going to be the guy that leads him to the future. Everybody was so optimistic, like, oh, man, out of all the people that got picked, J.J. McCarthy, he's the guy. He's a winner. He just didn't throw a lot because he was in Michigan, but, they ran the ball. And he's been the biggest disappointment, and he's the biggest reason why this team is where it is. Hell, they were depending on Carson Wentz. That's how bad it got.
Woof. Hey, hockey fans, holiday shoppers, join Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from the NHL shop at Hudson Yards Tuesday, December 2nd from 3 to 6:30 p.m. They'll be talking all things hockey and joined on site by hockey legend Mark Messier. It's all powered by Game 7 brands, bringing you closer to the action than ever before. Don't miss Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live Tuesday, December 2nd from the NHL shop in Manhattan. I used to love getting NHL jerseys. Here's the problem, and I've said this before, like
they fit so well.
For me, that's the one that probably fits the best.
Yeah.
If I wear a basketball jersey's out.
Yeah.
I can't wear anything where
put the arms out. You got to put sleeves underneath.
No, and I can't wear it with a white T-shirt underneath because then it just looks bad.
Yeah.
But then when you wear it without any sleeves, it's a nightmare. The fat man cannot go down that road unless you're Fat Joe or a rapper of any sort.
Fat Joe, Skinny Joe. He's Ozempic Joe right now.
Well, secondly, the NFL jersey, it's just, again, unless I'm wearing an offensive lineman or a defensive lineman jersey, if I'm wearing a 57 and a XXX, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's not good. Like, if I were you, I think about you. I think about you looking at a fan wearing your jersey saying, that's not the guy I want wearing my jersey.
You know what I'd be laughing at? When a fan comes up to you like, hey, can you sign his jersey? And you're looking at it that it's an authentic fake, and you're like, man, come on. Like, bro, the numbers be like satin. Like, bro, like, man, where the hell you get this jersey from?
I never used to be able to tell what the authentic fake was.
Oh.
But then when you could all of a sudden get them online for $25, just take a. I ordered a 3X Heinz Ward, Bart, that showed up that did not go past my belly.
It was a toddler's 3X.
Oh my God, it felt like it. How about Kev on Amtrak next on ESPN New York? Kev, what's going on?
Hey, Colin. Hey, Bart. This is Amtrak Kev. We always see you we seen you once on the Amtrak.
Yo, what's up? What's up? How y'all doing, man? It's been a minute.
We doing good, man. We was at the game Sunday, man.
Nice.
Yeah, we pulled it out. Listen, what do you think about Kyler Murray, man?
Listen,
Kyler Murray.
I said it. If we can get Arizona to eat some of that money and we give them some draft compensation, I'll give it a shot. Listen, he is a good pocket passer from the pocket. The issue is, can he stay healthy and will he be engaged? I think he's developed as a leader. He's a little bit more mature. And I think
I'm
Arizona,
not worried about him.
I think Arizona's done with him.
I'm not worried about him, like, not studying or any of that anymore.
Yeah.
You haven't heard hide or tail of that since that whole thing came up.
Yeah. And so I think they're done with him because he's been a healthy scratch for the majority of the season. So for me, I would love Kyler Murray to come in, and especially if Arizona would say, okay, listen, we'll give you a draft pick, but you got to eat because of how much we're paying. We're going to be paying Fields and how much we're paying still airing. We're not kind of free of that stuff to 2027. So for me, I'm going to go about it that way. I'll give him a 4th round draft pick.
Yeah.
For the trade, and if they take some of that salary.
Right, and he'll be good for us for a couple of years. We can go with the draft picks some other directions.
Yeah, you still draft somebody in 2027 unless he shows that, unless he shows you like Sam Darnold or he shows you like, I can't say Danny Dimes. He shows you like Baker Mayfield, like, I'm good for the next 10.
I've been meaning to bring up Danny Dimes to you. Past week.
Why?
This past week.
Why? Why you want to bring him up to me?
Because you're Danny Dimes guy. And I saw this past week, and when Jonathan Taylor wasn't doing anything, all of a sudden Danny Dimes was not able to beat anybody.
But that's when anybody. But listen, he had him in the game. The game went down to overtime. Listen, he's not going to face Patrick Mahomes and the ghost of Patrick Mahomes every year.
You
said
right now, let me be fair. Right now, Danny Dimes in the playoffs, big situation on the road. How you feeling?
But he's won in the playoffs on the road.
With
an inferior
Minnesota.
team.
Come on. The Minnesota team was such a fugazi team a few years ago. Come on.
He might.
That was garbage.
If they don't win the game, if they don't win the division, they might be having to go on the road to New England.
They're the fugazi.
You don't think they can beat New England on the road? You don't think he can beat Denver? You don't think he can beat Denver on the road?
I don't know.
Okay, I tell you what. Out of all
they barely beat Denver at home because of a stupid penalty that was called on the leverage on the kick. Remember, it's week 2.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is, I think that they're a lot better than they were when they played Denver, because nobody knew like Danny Dimes or what he was. Bo Nix had been there, so it is what it is. As far as that, they were still trying to get this week 2 in a new offense with a quarterback that you don't know his limitations with. So, for me, I'm definitely believing that he can beat. I tell you what, if you had to power rank the quarterbacks, like where would you have? I would have him right there with New England's quarterback, and I have him above Bo Nix as far as talent.
I'd have him above Bo Nix.
Right, he's above Bo Nix. So he has not maybe as dominant of a defense, but he got
May's legitimately being talked about as an MVP, so I probably can't put him at that level. But I would say in between there.
Yeah.
Is he a guy you can win with? Yeah. The thing is, he's a guy you could lose with, too.
That is true. But that's Bo Nix and that's Drake May. We don't know. Listen, we don't know what Drake May is.
Look, I still think that's some paper mache until I see it differently in the playoffs.
They haven't beaten anybody.
No, they have not. They have not beaten anybody. And I know that they are pounding their chest in New England that we're back and all that. But I really do. I would love to see New England have to face Kansas City in New England. I think Kansas City could go to New England, even though they look to me like a team that's fading a little bit.
Yeah.
That looks to me like a game where they would have enough left in the tank to go and beat them in New England.
You know who I think is going to be? I think, and granted, it all depends on who wins the number 1 seed as far as gets the bye. But I can see the Bills going in and beating the brakes off of New England in New England, because the Bills are starting to get around that 6 or 7 seed. They're going to face the number 2 seed. That number 2 seed is probably going to be either Indianapolis or either New England. So Buffalo's walking into somebody's house, and if it's Denver, you can't see that defense. I can see Buffalo going to Denver and beating them easy too. So that's the thing. I can see if Kansas City gets in, if Buffalo gets in, I don't see them having any problem going on the road beating any of those teams.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page coming up. Audio files in just moments.
We got another gift for Thanksgiving.
What's that?
Pistons Celtics. Payback's a mother.
We hear from the newest New York Met next.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Time now for the Kuiper Report. Mel, how are you? We missed you.
Now, what do we have? Turkey?
Of course it's turkey.
And I always get that question. It's got to be turkey, and then do what you want on Christmas, whether it's crab cakes or whatever you want to do. Big into the stuffing. You know what I'm biggest into, guys? I want a river of gravy, because I'll take that one boat and I'll start pouring. I'll pour. I'll say, oh my gosh, it's almost gone. I'm a gravy freak, guys. Without gravy, it's not worth having any of that stuff.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Have a really happy Thanksgiving, Mel.
Whipped cream and gravy. What would life be without it?
Morning Start with DiPietro and Rothenberg. Weekdays from 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. During the More to Move You event, get 1.9% financing on a new Mazda 2025 CX-50 Hybrid Preferred or lease for $279 for 33 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN SN128251. MSRP $36,570. Zero security deposit. APR $17.48 per 1,000 financed and $12,125.
This Thanksgiving, FanDuel is introducing a brand new way to build a parlay together. It's called Pass the Leg. Here's how it works. Start a group build, add your pick, then pass it to your friends so they can add theirs. When everyone's done, you each lock in the group parlay with your own funds. Because football is better when it's played and bet together. And to make it even better, everyone gets a 15% profit boost to use on their build. The Chiefs are in Dallas, so maybe you'll like Mahomes and the over on passing yards. The Ravens hosting the Bengals, so you wonder, will Derrick Henry find the end zone? Grab your crew, start your build, and get in on the action this Thanksgiving with Pass the Leg. Visit FanDuel.com/K to get started. FanDuel, play your game. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Problem with a gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Okay, body rock, body rock, rock. You got some? You feel a little house music, man, bro? This would be so extreme for you, Tom. If you go from rock to house music, you and that too with the light show, you pop lock it.
I could see Tom at 3 in the morning in a house music club. I could see that.
You walking around with cardboard in your back pocket?
What does that mean?
That's when he breakdance.
Oh.
I'm glad you clarified that because I had no idea what you were saying either. So I think that answers my question.
Or something? Like we said some kind of a symbol? It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York Audio Files. Tom Bauer, what do we got? Hit it.
The Audio File.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Bart.
Is that cardboard in your pocket or are you just happy to see me?
Both. All right.
Tom, first of all, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Where are you going?
I'm going to be working tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to be working tomorrow? Well, we thank you for that.
Thank
you for that.
I appreciate that.
Doing the Lord's work. How long are you working for? See, I don't mind, like, working and you're done, like, by 12 or 3, 12 or 1, because really that's wasted time anyway. Because you know what happens? You get you in your home and you're the host's house. You got to go get stuff from the grocery store before they close at 3 o'clock. And then you're looking at all the people that's working on Thanksgiving, and you run in late, and it's time for them to check out, and they're looking at you like, man, really?
Yeah. But you know what? My wife taught me something. Not taught me, but she did something that I never did at the beginning, and I always do it now.
Yeah.
Whenever you have to go into any kind of a store on a holiday, hey, thank you for working today. Say that to them. Very nice.
They're like, you could thank me by not bringing your ass in here. That's how you thank me.
Well, you don't show up at 2 minutes before they're closing either.
Wait.
No, it's just a nice little gesture. Appreciate you working today.
You see them about to put that lock on. Wait. No, I got 2 minutes.
No, we're out of ice. Ah. All right, Tom, what do you got?
All right, so.
Tom, thanks for working tomorrow.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Did you say go yourself?
Yeah. Basically, under his breath.
At any rate, the Mets have a new addition, and that new addition is Marcus Semien. And he spoke to the media yesterday talking about the whole experience. When did you know that you were going to be traded?
Found out on Friday, so last Friday. The trade went down was announced Sunday, but I got a call from my agent. I was training at the time, so I took the call, and I just heard that something might be happening between the Mets and the Rangers regarding me. So he said, just keep your phone on and he'll get back to me. He called me later that evening. He represents both of us, Brandon and me. So he knew what was going on both sides. He knew that there was a no trade clause on Brandon's side that we were just kind of waiting on. So that's what my weekend looked like.
Hey, congratulations. Sounds like a great weekend. So, Marcus, you're getting up there in age. How much longer do you think you're going to be playing?
I want to play until they tell me to go home. At this point in my career, it feels extremely good to have a team that believes in me, sees what I do well, wants to help me. Offensively, I think that I still have a lot to offer. I'm disappointed in the way that I performed offensively last year. Had a good start in 2024, and I think that just having conversations with Jeff Albert, and I'm looking forward to talking to Troy Snitker about what I need to do to be that MVP caliber bat in this lineup. Is my goal.
Listen, he was a really, really good offensive player for a long time, and for the last 2 years has not been good. Great clubhouse guy, excellent defensive infielder. I would not expect him to be back to what he was a couple of years ago, but I don't think it's the worst trade in the world. How about that?
Last thing I want to hear is I want to play till the wheels fall off, because that means your wheels going to be falling off with me.
Yeah, by the way, I just got a text. Tom apparently not working for us tomorrow, so let's ease up on the thank you. So you're right. Go to hell, Tom.
Yeah, no thank you. You got to take it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that makes me feel a lot better. So, yeah, thanks for the compliment.
We're here about the morale, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
Next.
I'm just going to push that aside. All right, Brian Burns. He had some things to say about the firing of his defensive coordinator, Shane Bowen, and this surprised me a little bit because he sounded a little bit more upset that things are this way. Maybe it's a smokescreen, maybe it's not. You tell me.
Just a bummer because, I like Shane. Worked with him this whole year, being a leader of and last year, but being a leader of the defense, we had to develop a certain relationship. So that's why it's a bummer. But like I just said, it's the nature of the business. Once you have that first fire, just things start to, happen from there. And I've seen it before. So, it's not like a crazy shocker, but it's tough sometimes, having that relationship with somebody for so long and then they just leave,
Yeah, the reason he's mad because he's having a career year. Meanwhile, it's everybody else's fault that he got fired. That's the problem. That's the reality of it.
Can I ask you a tough question?
Yeah.
Were you ever happy that a coach got fired when you were playing?
I can remember when our team was happy that somebody got fired. He was a position coach. I forget his name. He was a D lineman coach Rex's first year here, and they fired him. And they fired him because during the bye week, everybody hated that dude. And
I don't remember who that was.
They fired. It was his first year, and they hated that dude. And Rex fired him during the bye week. Hated him. I don't know why. And listen, I didn't know him. He's just like a black dude. I don't know. Maybe he was trying to be too swaggy, but I just think it was a natural disdain. I think everybody hated him on the defense line, but I didn't deal with him that much because I had Bob Sutton, so I had a different linebacker coach. But yeah, they absolutely hated this dude.
That was Rex's first year, so that would have been 2009.
Yep, 2009. We gonna put a name to this. I tell no lies.
Kerry Loughlin?
Yes.
Kerry Loughlin.
Yeah, is he black?
Sure.
Close enough.
I don't have a picture here.
Yeah. So, I think that was him. Fired his ass.
Listen to this. Well, this is AI. I shouldn't read that.
No,
Never
read
mind.
it. Why not?
Well, it says in November 2009, Jets fired their defensive line coach Kerry Loughlin.
Yeah.
This is the AI thing that comes up from Google. Okay. During Rex Ryan's first season as head coach, the move was made amid a struggling defense and was reported as potentially due to Loughlin bad-mouthing the head coach.
Ooh.
Though he was considered, quote, a token coach with little responsibility, according to the New York Daily News and New York Magazine.
That sounds about right.
Really?
He was one of those dudes. He was an odd cat, man. Like I never listen.
That doesn't sound like something that Manish would write. Yeah, well, it might have been Manish.
I knew everybody that was associated with that team, but him. Like all the coaches, like of course Dennis Thurman, Mike Patton, all those guys.
Yep.
Like in Bob Sutton, somebody I was meeting, he just didn't fit. You know what I mean? He was like one of those dudes that talk stuff, like trying to be down and stuff like that. I gotta Google him because I remember he was a real goofy looking dude too, man. Goofball looking dude. With a mustache. You know what I feel about men over 40 with a mustache.
Do not trust him. Do not trust him.
Can't do it, won't do it.
Next.
All right, I got one more for you guys. And this also comes from Brian Burns because, as you mentioned, the Giants are making a change at defensive coordinator. And Brian Burns was asked what will make Charlie Bullen a good defensive coordinator.
Charlie's a smart coach. I feel like he's been around a lot. You know, he has a lot of experience. He was under a great tree, and just, talking ball with him every day, watching extensive film with him every day. I picked up on his football knowledge. But I feel like on our defensive staff, we could have really went either way. All our coaches are experienced and, are very smart. So I feel like we could have went either way. But, they chose Charlie, and I'm grateful for that because me and him have a very, very tight relationship. So,
question? Then why the hell do you suck? If everybody's so damn great and so knowledgeable, so damn smart, why y'all stink? Like, nobody want to ask that question? Please tell me that the great reporters in New York, followed up with the next question. Well, if you guys are so talented and so smart, and your schemes are so smart and you know ball, talk ball, why do y'all historically stink in stopping the run? And why do you guys historically stink? And why are you guys one of the most underperforming defensive personnel in the history of football?
You've watched. Is it coaching?
Yes.
You can tell.
Listen, with that much talent individually that we know individually individually and collectively it's two different things. But it suggests that they shouldn't be as bad as you think. Like, you hear Rex talk about him, and everybody say, well, Rex, he just wants to come after everybody now that he's not coaching or whatever like that. But no, Rex could take something like that and make it dominant. I've been there, done that, seen that. But Wade Phillips could do the same. It's certain people that Vic Fangio would do the same. It's certain guy, Dick LeBeau would do the same. Who's the guy that was in Philly all that time?
Oh, Johnson, Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson?
Yep.
Do the same.
Yep.
It's certain people that just certified. Robert Saleh would have that team playing like crazy. Like, come on, man. Smart? Good? No, hell no.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app.
I can coordinate their ass better. I'm available, by the way.
When are you going to do it?
One touchdown can change everything. The crowd, the momentum, the game itself. It never gets old. Feel that same rush with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, where every touchdown could bring you closer to cashing in. With DraftKings Sportsbook, all the action's in your hands. First touchdown, anytime TD, live bets, every play, every snap, every game matters. New customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly. When your team hits the end zone, you could hit the pay dirt. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. Bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369. 21 and over. New York only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Hey! My dad is bringing home the best birthday cake ever!
It was my 5th birthday, and my dad was bringing home the cake.
Should have been here a half hour ago.
The cake never made it, and neither did my dad.
911, what's your emergency?
That was the day a drunk driver killed my dad.
Daddy?
Impaired drivers take lives. Think.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee. Aired in cooperation with the New York State Broadcasters Association.
The fall savings event continues this November at Bay Ridge Mazda. Lease the 2025 Mazda CX-30S for as low as $169 per month, or the 2025 Mazda CX-5 Select for as low as $229 per month, and get as low as 0.9% APR financing rates on select models. Plus, enjoy 1 year complimentary of Bay Ridge Plus benefits like ding and dent coverage, key replacement, windshield protection, and roadside assistance. Visit them in Brooklyn or online at BayRidgeMazda.com. Bay Ridge Mazda, where confidence comes standard. See dealer for details.
D'Agostino & Associates is a legacy firm, and I'm proud to be a part of that legacy. I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and like my father, I fight to get justice for the injured.
The hustle and grit of these streets shaped me. I'm John D'Agostino, and from the concrete to the courtroom, I built this injury firm 35 years ago to get accident victims justice. So call my team first, 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
You want justice? Think Jenna D'Agostino. Think D'Agostino & Associates. Justice isn't just a word. For us, it's a way of life. It's having compassion for your struggle and getting you paid for your pain. Now that's justice. D'Agostino & Associates means being there for the injured.
Seriously injured? Call my team first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there, and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino, law, bite back.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown! Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
ESPN Bet is becoming the score bet this December. The same betting app you love with a new look and promos curated just for you. Existing ESPN Bet customers don't have to change a thing. Your account, wallet, and bets will all remain the same. Plus, kick things off right now by logging in and claiming a 100% profit boost. More action, more rewards, more for you. The score bet coming this December. 21 plus, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
ESPN New York is throwing a holiday party you don't want to miss. Join us Friday, December 12th at your mother's house in Garden City Park. We'll be broadcasting the Michael K. Show live from 1 to 3, followed by Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg from 3 to 7, all while supporting a great cause. Bring a toy to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation and help make the season brighter for local kids in need. It's the ESPN New York Holiday Party, Friday, December 12th, brought to you by Spike Day, Security Dodge, Amazon Pickup, and ESPN New York.
Dream for the day, dream for tomorrow, never ever today. Oh, this ain't that song?
It's Sing for the Moment. It's Eminem.
I know what I said. A multi-million-dollar Keyshawn Johnson type of mistake.
Not but tomorrow, never to take me away.
I like how you're singing the Aerosmith part of the Eminem song.
That's the only part I know.
Dream On?
Yeah.
You don't know the Eminem part?
No.
Okay.
I mean, because that was a song that was from something else. So, like, that song, like, when you go to school in a predominantly white rural area, it's no local radio. So the local radio you listen to, whether you're in a football facility, something like that, it's never rap and R&B. It's always like, so it was songs and country songs that I knew that I never ever played for myself. It just got in my subconscious that you're sitting in the doctor's office, you're sitting in the training room, you just hear these songs, automatically you start memorizing the melodies and stuff without actually listening to the song.
Well, the only point I was making during the break is, why can't I would just like once in my career to be the massive financial mistake that a company makes.
Yes. Rather be a coach.
Well, I used, unfortunately, Keyshawn Johnson.
Yeah. He's still getting paid.
Listen, Key.
Still getting paid. He getting paid by Fox, too.
I'll give you one. An absolute massive financial mistake. Michelle Beadle.
Oh.
Massive financial mistake. Massive. And she was so calculating in getting her way out of it. I'm not going to talk about the NFL anymore so that she could stop getting up for Get Up at 4 a.m. and gets fired and gets paid out.
Like, that's 85% of the job is football.
Yes.
The hell is-
And then, and she was doing it on principle at the time,
Yeah.
which, you know what? At the time, I could respect because you had the Greg Hardy stuff going on. But then within...
Doesn't she talk football now?
Yes. Like a couple of years later or a year later, whatever the next job is, we're talking about the NFL all over the place. What a fraud. But I respect it because you're a well-paid fraud that walked away with a lot of money.
Keyshawn may be still getting paid from Fox.
I like Key. He's a good dude.
Oh, he knew what he was doing.
I got along with him. Key, right place, right time.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it was. Right place, right time.
Way to go, Zubin. Way to screw it up for everybody.
Poor guy got sick.
You want to know why he got sick?
Because it was getting up in the morning.
No, you want to know why he got sick?
Why?
When I would come with him and I was working with him, because remember me and Alan kind of started that show for them, but as they were transitioning, we were doing the show. This dude drinks 2 Red Bulls and 3 Diet Cokes at 5 a.m. in the morning. I was surprised he get diabetes and his kidney didn't fall out.
Here's the thing. When people go into that shift, that people don't understand what that morning shift can do to you.
Yeah.
It does a lot of different things to you. Physically, when you are not, if you're not a great sleeper, it's awful.
Yeah.
Then,
because you never sleep.
Like, let's say, Greeny, from what I understand, used to handle it perfectly. He would go to bed at like 8 o'clock at night. This is what I heard.
Can't see nothing.
When he was doing Mike and Mike all those years.
Yeah.
He would go to bed 8 o'clock at night. He would wake up at 3. He would be get driven up to work, not far, but he would get driven up to work where he could follow everything that was going on and get caught up and see everything that he needed to see.
Yeah.
And you know, Greeny, he is going to be locked in on what's going on.
Yeah.
And that was the best way that he could do it. So he would get 7 hours of sleep.
Yeah, that's responsible.
And then still know what he was doing because he had 2.5 hours worth to go ahead and prepare for the entire show. And that's how you do that. If you don't know how to work that morning shift, it can ruin you. That was the time I told you about when I started working all different kinds of hours where I thought I had a stroke. And it turned out that I just had viral meningitis instead.
And then that also what happens is because you're not sleeping, your immune system gets weak.
Yes. Exactly. You're not sleeping. Then your whole day after the show becomes about when am I going to get my nap?
Yeah.
And the nap, I have always felt, if you go more than 20 minutes on a nap, it's not going to help. It's only going to make you feel worse.
It'd be brutal.
Yeah. So Zubin had a rough go with that, and he was trying to make it work. And I give that guy all the credit in the world. That is not an easy thing to do. And he got sick and was having to deal with it, and it's not easy.
And the butterfly effect is Keyshawn got paid and got out, and Allen got screwed. Just playing.
Well, Allen wasn't the only one. If you'll remember, there was a certain chubby bald guy who was sitting next to you in Allenstead who might have been on the network with you at that point. But I got my chance later.
Butterfly effect. Way to go, Zubin. Toughen up, Buttercup.
It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault.
Bro,
God.
To stay up, he was drinking Diet Coke and like 3 Red Bulls.
Yeah,
it was like 7. I'm looking at the dude like, yo, whoa.
Yeah. Listen, it's not an easy thing to do if you haven't done it. I did it when I worked on the Imus show for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then Boomer and Carton after that for another year and a half.
Yeah.
And it was
It's
not
brutal.
fun.
I remember Nate Burleson when he first started, I think on NFL Network, he was saying his hair was falling out.
Yeah. Like, it can physically do a lot of damage to you, and that's when they tell you about how important sleep is. Like, that's it right there. And the stress level that goes with it, oh, my God.
I don't know how you do that if you're an active male.
The guys who, like, Fortenbaugh is a guy that gets up every day at 4 a.m., and, like, I don't understand these people who do that by choice.
Well, he's in Alabama.
Fortenbaugh?
Oh, not Fortenbaugh.
No, not Feinbaum.
Oh, okay.
No.
Fortenbaugh
Fortenbaugh gets up every day at 4 a.m., gets up, goes for his run, does all that stuff. He's the kind of guy that can function and function well and sharply on 6 hours of sleep or 5 hours of sleep.
Well, if he wasn't addicted to gambling, he would probably be.
He's sweating out the over on the Kings and the Lakers out west.
He probably would be a serial killer. He'd be Dexter.
Joe reads a lot of those books that are
he's maniacal.
No, it's not maniacal, but he reads a lot of the self-help books. Not even self-help, but like the how to maximize your time kind of thing. There is nothing. I always joke about this.
Yeah,
with
what's the guy that runs?
There's no
Goggin, David Goggin. He's a David Goggin type of guy.
Maybe. I'm sure he's read the book. I'm sure he has.
Tom, you know who David Goggin is?
No,
I don't really know who David Goggin is.
The black motivational speaker that was he's like one of the most popular motivational speakers. He runs like all these Ironman and all this stuff. Black guy used to be fat.
Is he like Tony Robbins kind of thing?
Yeah, he's
I know
like
Tony Robbins.
Yeah, but
that's because he's white. That's why you know him. Let's be honest.
You don't know the black inspiring people. You think that whatever he's doing is because of genetics. He can run all day.
Oh, that's great.
No, but look it up. David Goggin.
Let me just get back in it. Hang on a second.
He has a book.
Bart has just said something that Chris can't comment on. While humorous, Chris values his career too much.
Google David Goggin. Like he's one of like.
You want to say that again? Google Gaga. Google Gaga.
Google Gaga. You see him? You see him?
Yeah, I see him.
You see his book?
I don't see his book.
He's a great motivation.
Okay.
Like, Tom, you're not helping your case here. You seem very unimpressed in your tone. Like Bart is painting you with a broad brush, and you're not doing anything to turn it away.
He's like, it's not broad enough.
He looks like he is very fit. Like he's meant to do this stuff.
No, but he used to be fat.
Yeah, there you go. There's the one picture about that. Yeah,
but he runs like these crazy races. Like I think he ran like 100 miles or something.
See,
like
these
some
people.
Crazy.
Listen, there's one thing as a fat man. There's one thing. You can get fit. Don't jam it down my throat by running these marathons. You know who did that? Justin Craig used to be a fat guy. He got up in the middle of the night. He had the bad health things, and then he got better. Our boss at ESPN, and then he starts running marathons.
Yeah.
And now you're better than us.
Yeah.
Stop it. Don't forget your roots. You can get thin. You can lose the weight. You can be healthier. Don't jam it down my throat.
Listen,
Stop with that.
He was scared straight. He had type 2, 3, 4, and 5 diabetes, gout. Probably had all that kind of stuff. Cortisol levels was out there. And then he was like, he had to run or die. Like, I'll run if I knew I was going to die.
Occasionally, I'll get this time of year. You ever get the holiday gout?
I've never had gout.
Okay,
your toes start burning?
I don't get gout.
Okay.
But there is a thing called holiday gout. And what that is like when you, during a 2 to 3 week period, eat a lot of rich foods, like all of a sudden you can have a joint that really starts to bother you. Like I had that in my ankle, and my brother's like, yeah, you get the holiday gout. Because you're eating a lot of chocolate, you're eating a lot of all the rich foods, you can get the holiday gout.
Thanksgiving and Christmas can be brutal.
Yes. And then all of a sudden, like I'm limping for half a month in January. And my brother Dan is a doctor, said, oh, yeah, you get the holiday gout.
Got a holiday gout.
Do you think holiday gout is the reason why people always sign up for a gym during New Year's?
No, that's
a resolution.
That's because they gained 30 pounds between the 25th of Thanksgiving and Christmas. They're like, oh, God, I got to do something about myself.
I think they go hand in hand.
So I signed up. When I've gone a couple times now, I really shouldn't be self-conscious, but you see so many people who are so freaking locked in.
Yeah, that's because you joined the wrong gym.
Yeah, I joined.
See, you got to.
I needed to join Average Joe's.
Yeah, you got.
That's what I needed.
You got
to
transition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You weren't quite ready to go to Lifetime or Equinox. You should have started at Planet Fitness. You would have saw people like, oh yeah, I'm better than that dude.
Yeah. The donuts are over there. Bart Carlin.
I only ate half today. You ate a whole.
ESPN New York.
14th ranked St. John's faces 21st ranked Auburn in their third game of the Players Era Festival in Vegas. Coverage begins at 7:40 on the ESPN New York app. Hockey fans and holiday shoppers, check out Don Hahn and Rosenberg December 2nd live from the NHL shop in Manhattan West Plaza, a block from the Garden. They'll be talking all things NHL.
It's hockey, man.
And they'll be joined on site by hockey legend Mark Messier. It's all powered by Game 7 apparel and headwear as they launch their new assortment in the NHL shop. Don Hahn and Rosenberg December 2nd live from the NHL shop.
This Thanksgiving, FanDuel is introducing a brand new way to build a parlay together. It's called Pass the Leg. Here's how it works. Start a group build, add your pick, then pass it to your friends so they can add theirs. When everyone's done, you each lock in the group parlay with your own funds. Because football is better when it's played and bet together. And to make it even better, everyone gets a 15% profit boost to use on their build. The Chiefs are in Dallas, so maybe you'll like Mahomes and the over on passing yards. The Ravens hosting the Bengals, so you wonder, will Derrick Henry find the end zone? Grab your crew, start your build, and get in on the action this Thanksgiving with Pass the Leg. Visit FanDuel.com/K to get started. FanDuel, play your game. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Problem with a gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton Longevity Center because my husband's cardiologist told him having this exam saved his life.
Because somehow 20 turned into 40, and now I need to take my health more seriously. The Princeton Longevity Center designed a program to keep me healthy and active, so 50 and 60 will be no sweat.
Because even though my cholesterol is high, it turned out my arteries are clear. That's a big relief.
Whether you want to make the most of your future years or just want peace of mind, you need the Princeton Longevity Center. Their comprehensive preventive exam combines the latest technology with caring experts to create your personal plan for staying well.
Because I shouldn't have to wait an hour for a 10-minute physical. I go to Princeton Longevity Center because I get everything done in one day and take my results home with me.
Find out why you need Princeton Longevity. Call 888-8000-PLC or go to PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. Call 888-8000-PLC. That's 888-8000-PLC.
This is the Michael K. Show.
You can't build a team because somebody is a favorite of your fan base. You know what your fan base really wants? They want to make the playoffs. They want to have a chance to win a World Series. They don't want you to have a $340 million payroll of players they really like and not make the playoffs. You have a bunch of creepy people on the team that don't do interviews, that don't sign autographs, and you know what? They go out and win. That's all fans should care about.
The Michael K. Show. Weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
ESPN Bet is becoming the score bet this December. The same betting app you love with a new look and promos curated just for you. Existing ESPN Bet customers don't have to change a thing. Your account, wallet, and bets will all remain the same. Plus, kick things off right now by logging in and claiming a 100% profit boost. More action, more rewards, more for you. The score bet coming this December. 21 plus, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Defense.
The ref totally blew that call.
Oh, I'm sure he'll make the right call next time.
It's too late. It cost us the game.
Well, it's just one game.
That loss eliminated us from the playoffs.
Oh, the playoffs are on so late. Now you'll be well rested.
Okay, I need you to stop talking now.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
A lot of people chiming in on how rough the morning shift is, and they have real jobs as opposed to what we're doing. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page.
You know what they call it? The graveyard shift.
I've worked the overnight.
That's why they call it the graveyard shift.
Well, I'd rather work the overnight than the mornings. I mean, unless we're getting Keyshawn money, but you get the point.
You rather because that way you just stay up.
Because not even like. When you get up, like I said, my whole day when I was doing it became about sleep.
Yeah.
When you're going to get sleep.
You can't do nothing, can't go see the kids play a game or nothing like that. You can't. No. That's what I'm saying. You can't have a social life.
No, absolutely not. All right. It is noon on Wednesday before Thanksgiving, which means what?
It's the Power Hour. Because he's doing the Lord's work. He's going to work on the holiday. Not for us, though.
Not for us. For somebody else. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it. Listen, a lot of different things that we've been getting into today, and we were starting today, and I think appropriately so, with the games tomorrow. Because, like Jets, Giants, listen, we've sold you what we can sell you this week. I can't sell you on it right now. What I can sell you on is a couple of things that are tangential, if you will, to 3 games tomorrow that are going to be among the 3 best games that we've had on a Thanksgiving. Then you throw in the Black Friday game with the Bears and the Eagles, and this is a hell of a 2 days that you're getting.
Do you think the Bears are pretenders? Because I think the Bears could still not make the playoffs. Ain't that something? They're leading their division. I don't think they make the playoffs.
Really don't think the Bears make the playoffs at 8-3 right now.
I don't. I think
that would be a massive disappointment.
I think they have 7. I think they end up with 7 more losses, with 7 losses altogether, and I think that keeps them out of the playoffs.
Does their schedule get ugly?
Does it?
Go.
Okay.
I got to take a look.
I got you.
All right, if you have it, go. Besides, after this week, you've got the Eagles.
Right now, they have the Eagles, Green Bay, Cleveland, Green Bay, San Francisco, and the Lions.
Woof. You got them losing all 6?
No, I got them losing 4 out of the 6.
Man, I got
them losing to the Eagles.
Yeah.
Right?
You got them splitting with the Packers?
And then, no, I got them losing 5 then. I got them losing to the Eagles, losing to Green Bay, beating Cleveland, losing to Green Bay, losing to San Francisco, and then losing to the Lions.
Wow. I mean, you really are out on the Bears if that's what you feel like. Listen, I'm not the biggest proponent, but I'm having trouble with the Bears don't get to the playoffs.
They have 24 turnovers. They get a turnover. Yes. They say they get a turnover every 5 possessions.
Yes.
They get a turnover.
Yes.
That is not sustainable.
It's not sustainable. I 100% agree with.
And you're playing against a desperate Green Bay team that's trying not even to win the division. They're trying to make sure they make it to the playoffs.
Well, listen, this week I think you'll actually find out a lot because you've got the Eagles on Friday. The Eagles are wounded right now.
Yeah.
They blew a 21-point lead. It's a shorter week. It's Thanksgiving week, and you get them at home. You should have an angry Philadelphia team. This should be one of those spots where the Eagles actually come out and respond. Now, here's what I'm not buying into with the Bears. I don't buy into the Bears' defense.
Johnny Pickens, he's with me.
I saw that. Now, I'm not buying into the Bears' defense yet. I think they're okay.
24
I don't
turnovers.
think they're great. You don't have to convince me that that's an aberration type number.
Yeah, they got a horseshoe stuck up their butt. Eventually, you're going to pass it like a kidney stone.
But here's the problem. Caleb is playing much better Yeah, he is.
Against who? The Steelers defense?
But he's still playing better.
No. Okay. It's like Ivan Drago. See, I beat real champion. Like, bro, he's gonna play against a desperate San Francisco team that's fighting for their lives. And
that is nowhere near defensively what they have been without Bosa and such.
But they shut down the Panthers. And I think the Panthers.
Let's not turn that into something. They shut down the Panthers. Come on.
I think the Panthers offense.
The juggernaut of the Panthers.
I just think the Panthers offense is
can't stop me, no Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, I just think the Panthers offense is equivalent to where the Bears are. I think Bryce Young is playing just as good as Caleb Williams. You know, when you look at the 500 yards they've been putting up on a couple occasions and the big wins that they've had, I just don't see them. I don't see them beating San Francisco in Levi Stadium. It's out there at their stadium as well, with them needing, because you know that Seattle's going to the playoffs.
All right.
You know that the Rams are going to the playoffs.
Listen, I won't argue that it's possibly the toughest division in football outside of the Cardinals, obviously. Those three are very, very good.
So they're going to be fighting for their lives, and the Lions could be fighting for their lives week 18.
But I would say that the same thing about the NFC North is that outside of the Vikings, the Lions, the Packers, and the Bears are all pretty damn good.
I get that, but but I get that. But that's what I'm saying, though. What I'm saying is they got to play Green Bay. Green Bay's going to need these. Green Bay's going to need these wins.
Look, Green Bay's going to need the wins, but for me, I'm not writing the Bears off that all of a sudden they're going to drop five of these games.
Okay, so they split. So they split with Green Bay, right?
Right.
You think they beat the Eagles this week after the Eagles just took that ass kicking?
I don't think they're going to beat the Eagles.
Okay, so that's two. Mm-hmm. They beat the Lions?
I'm not going to rule that out. That game's at home.
Okay, they beat San Francisco in San Francisco?
No.
Okay, so at least 3 losses.
Yes.
So let's just say that the Lions win and they only get one. The Lions only lose 1 of their last 5. Then they're still going to get pushed out because you know you're going to get 2 from the West.
Well, here's all I want to know. If they get to 10, are they getting in?
No, this is going to be one of those years because of the AFC West is so dominant.
The NFC West.
NFC West is so dominant. You might get 2 to 3 from there. Yeah. So that means that you only got one more spot. Somebody has to win the NFC South.
I love their chances to get to 2, and I like their chances to win 3.
And I got Dallas getting in. I got Dallas and Eagles getting in.
I'm not even the biggest believer in them right now. The Dallas Eagles thing, I don't know that I can definitively have Dallas in. I think we are putting the cart before the horse with Dallas a little bit with that game tomorrow.
This week you're going to believe.
Now, having said that, yes, this week I am super intrigued by what this looks like. Especially, I think if you're the Cowboys, don't lose this game. And what I mean is you have got the Chiefs coming in at home, short week, and let's call it what it was. Chiefs were in trouble last week.
Yeah.
Chiefs were in trouble at home to the Colts last week.
Threw the pick to the lineman for the touchdown. Mahomes isn't the same.
Mahomes looks like he doesn't trust it right now.
We thought that they were going to be scoring all over everybody once Rashid Rice came back, and that's not the case. This offense hasn't looked like it's explosive. They're not putting up big numbers. They put up 23 last week in overtime.
Well, Mahomes does not look like he trusts it right now, and that's a little tough to take.
He don't trust his protection. His protection. He's going to
be.
Do
you blame him?
Right. And what I'm saying is he's going to be under duress.
I mean, and they went out to try to fix it, and it hasn't been really fixed.
He's going to be under duress this week.
You had the issue with Simmons a couple of weeks ago where he was out, whether it was personal issues or whatever was going on there.
Yeah.
And then you've got tomorrow night, you've got Cincinnati, Baltimore. Baltimore has not looked great. They are the worst team I have ever seen win 5 straight games. They are the worst team. Let me rephrase that.
No, that's fair.
They have played the worst of any team I've ever seen win 5 straight.
They lucked out because Minnesota, your boy had a choke job. McCarthy, straight choke job after that.
But you get Burrow. He's back tomorrow night.
They can't stop nobody.
I know. But you also know Lamar doesn't look great.
Yeah.
Lamar doesn't look right.
But then you're still on a short week. Chase is coming back, so he's going to be healthy. He should be fresh and popping out of his skin after he finally had to apologize. Like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to spit the loogie. Like, bro,
come on.
We all saw it, bro. Like, thank you.
Like, I never understood what that whole denial thing was.
Then did you see Jennings get hit in the balls?
Yeah.
Like, man, we got cameras, right?
Yeah.
If anything, you make it a need so it don't
come on. Like, you can't do anything anymore.
Anywhere.
The second that you walk onto the field, out of the locker room, you have to assume that you are on camera all the time. All the time.
All day.
Because they're not going to miss it.
All day.
Well, I guess with the Ravens tomorrow night, I expect the Ravens to be able to be the team that goes and takes complete control of the North, but the Ravens aren't that good. It doesn't feel like it right now.
They're just waiting for Lamar. The defense is playing good. They just need Lamar to come back to where he is, and I think every week he's getting healthier and healthier as he gets removed from that hamstring injury.
I don't know, man. Some of those throws last week. Oof.
Yeah. But I think, the fish is that offensive line for Lele. He been getting barbecue chicken. He's 6'8". He was a tackle. They moved in the guard. He's not holding up his end of value, but you saw that McDonald didn't come close to Lamar when you think about Ronnie Stanley.
What are you looking forward to the most the next 2 days with football? 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN, and I'll throw the food in there too. What are you looking forward to the most? And just if you're like me, and I'm not going to unfortunately be in this position, but I brought this up yesterday. You know how in Batman they have that overused line of some men just like to see the world burn?
Yeah.
There are times I just like to see the world burn. Not, literally, but figuratively.
You want to see chaos.
I root for chaos.
Yes.
I'm an agent of chaos. I would like to see chaos in a family situation. And I'm not going to have that tomorrow. I know it's going to be, I'm going over with friends. We have very close friends that we're going to spend Thanksgiving with. And my sister's going to be there. Like, there's not going to be chaos. No, we don't have enough of the proper ingredients. We don't have my brother Jim, and we don't have my brother Bill.
No psychedelics.
And if I put those two together, man, look out, Jack.
No psychedelics.
Even then, it would be more chill than anything.
Okay, so.
Here's my point. I want to know where the chaos is coming from in your household.
Well, this is the thing, though, as well. Like, you're not going to, is it fair to say that you won't, this is the last day we have you this week?
Yes.
So, I mean, for you, you're a Steelers fan. They got Buffalo this week. Could they pull off the upset?
How many times do I have to tell you? This is not a good football team.
It's Mike Tomlin, though.
I know.
He's historically great against the spread. This is a real game.
It is a real game. Bart.
6-5 versus 7-4. They're fighting for their life. This is a playoff game for both teams. The difference is, Pittsburgh has to play all the hard teams that Baltimore faced in the beginning of the year.
By the way, that game will be on ESPN Radio this weekend. Steve Levy will be on the call with Sal Pal in Pittsburgh.
Oh.
I love that. What I would say is I have zero faith in what they're doing. Even if Rodgers is back, and I think he is going to be back this week, I have zero faith in what they're doing on the defensive side. I just don't think.
But look how desperate.
I know.
Buffalo is. Buffalo's so desperate that they just signed Brandon Cooks.
I know. But Buffalo has Josh Allen.
Yes.
That's an equalizer.
But they have the personnel to stop Josh Allen. And, on the outside, who are you afraid of from a wide receiver standpoint for Buffalo? Nobody scares you. And I don't even know if Kincaid's back. So
Shakir's not bad. He's not bad.
But he's a gadget guy.
But with the Pittsburgh secondary, everybody should scare them.
But theoretically,
Jalen Ramsey can't play anymore.
Yeah, but Joey Bosa can. Porter
can.
Right. So Porter, that's your guy.
Okay. Why am I wrong to think that a team that has been bad against the run, like Pittsburgh, at 6-5, is going to all of a sudden fall apart down the stretch of a season where they've got Buffalo this week, and then the rest of the way,
Ravens twice.
They've got the Ravens twice. Why would I believe in them at all? They've got Detroit in there. They've got Cleveland in there, and they've got Miami. So Cleveland and Miami are the only two teams that I would say, yep, got it. Other than that, that gets me to 8.
I'm just saying, this is a real toss-up. They can split with Baltimore.
I don't know that they're gonna.
You just said Baltimore's the most unimpressive team in football. You're worried about them going. Right. So you're worried about Baltimore going against. You worried about Baltimore going against. Who they going against this week? Against the Bengals.
not necessarily worried about it. I think the Ravens will win. I just don't think they're going to look great again. Like until Lamar looks right, I'm worried about the Ravens. But when I look at the Steelers, they started the year 4-1, and then they lost to Cincinnati, Green Bay. They did beat Indianapolis. They lost to the Chargers, beat Cincinnati, lost to the Bears at home. Or no, I'm sorry, that game was in Chicago.
Yeah, but you said the Bears are good.
The Bears are decent. The Steelers should be better than the Bears, but they're not.
Didn't they face? Isn't that the game that Aaron fractured his wrist?
It wasn't about that. It was about the fact that they couldn't stop the Bears. It was the fact that Caleb Williams threw 3 touchdown passes.
Well, it was his legs, really, at the end. It was his legs. So another intriguing game, and to me, is Houston versus Indy. It's the Danny Dimes. Because, look, Houston can control their own fate. They beat Indy. They're 1 game behind. Does that shoe fall off like he fell off for Sam Darnold last year at the end of the season? Like, everybody's super impressed with how Houston looked. Houston has to back it up because they had all the advantages the other day on they're going to be rested, 10 days rested. I think this is an intriguing game. I mean, because we all wanted to crown Indianapolis as the best team in the AFC.
Where are we with Stroud?
I mean, they love Davis Mills. They're streaking 3-0. Davis Mills getting it done.
He has played well, and this is why they didn't, when teams called and asked, they didn't want to trade him. Eventual return of Stroud, let's see, could aid a Houston offense. It still doesn't say exactly when. But, look, they need him back at some point. I don't think they're going to go anywhere significant with Davis Mills, but their defense is tremendous.
I mean, Stroud is eventually coming back, but that's super intriguing to me. And oddly enough, I want to see how Shedeur goes against not a
now
team
we're talking.
It's not a team that can pass rush either.
Now, we haven't talked about this. First of all, great job by Cleveland in doing what you needed to do. You didn't leave any doubt. Now, I will give Stefanski the benefit of the doubt of just this. After the game the other day, let me just say it. After the game the other day, when he spoke to the media, he said, we're not going to handle that right now. My thought was, I need to let Dylan Gabriel know and have that discussion before I'm going to make that announcement. You don't love it.
I don't love the fact that this kid came in, gave you a spark, played well, and he didn't get a game ball.
So can we talk about this for a second? I'm glad you brought it up.
Did you hear how he talked after a huge win? Did you hear how he talked about him inside of it? He barely mentioned the kid.
Okay, let me, if I can. And again, I'm not defending it.
But
no, I'm just telling you what happened. If you go back to when Dylan Gabriel won his first game, all right? He talked about Dylan. He said, good job, just like he did with Shedeur. Dylan Gabriel didn't get a game ball either. Did not get a game ball. And so it's not like he treated him so much better than he did Shedeur. I'm with you. I don't think he ever wanted Shedeur there. I think it has been very tough to win him over. And his comment for Shedeur post-game in that locker room was very, hey, great job, Shedeur, blah, blah, blah. That was it. I agree. Now, I will say, when you treat the other guy the same way, okay, I don't have as much of a problem with it.
But Dylan Gabriel didn't do what hasn't been done in 17 previous times. First start, win by Cleveland Browns quarterback. Hadn't been done.
Well, here's where it is. Shedeur now, the floor is yours. Go get it. And I'm excited to watch it. I'm excited.
I just believe Stefanski. Listen, I can see a scenario where they don't want to win because they want to be able to pick their own quarterback. He's never been able to pick his own quarterback.
But if Shedeur wins down the stretch of this season and plays well down the stretch of this season, and there's a showdown between Stefanski and Shedeur for power inside that organization, who's winning?
I think Stefanski.
I don't think so. Absolutely not.
Okay,
that owner's the one who wanted him to pick Shedeur.
But if Stefanski, Shedeur sell tickets. But Shedeur is a good quarterback. I don't think he's like a great quarterback. Can you build him into Brock Purdy if you put him in the right system? I believe so, right? I think he's about, Brock Purdy type of skill set. Like, he's not a guy that can really move in the pocket, but he's a guy who can throw the ball accurately if you protect him. But I just see Stefanski wanting more from their quarterback. I don't think that. I thought that I can see a scenario, and I'm not even trying to be funny, where Shedeur Sanders is the starting quarterback for the New York Jets next year. Because if they lose, because Shedeur can play well and they probably could still lose to San Francisco, but it's going to be interesting because that defense is great. That defense can stop anybody. That defense stopped Philly. Didn't they beat Philly? Maybe not. I know they definitely beat Green Bay. That defense can stop a lot of teams dead in their tracks with Myles Garrett and what he's able to do as far as to be able to take over games. So I can see a scenario where they play well but they still lose. But Shedeur, I think he wants to get his own quarterback. And Shedeur has already said, because he didn't want to get drafted by Baltimore, that he didn't want to be a backup. So I think he'll be put on the block to be got potentially by a team like the Jets that can bring a guy in like that to learn and see if he can be your starting quarterback.
I think if Shedeur plays well down the stretch of the season and they're maybe not winning games, and this has been a point of contention between the front office and the coach and the owner all season long, the coach is not going to win that.
But
I don't see it.
But this team, no matter what, is going to be picking in the top 4 or 5. So you're going to have Ty Simpson there. You're going to have Mendoza there. Especially if Cam. How
do you justify that if Shedeur plays well down the stretch of the season? How do you justify that?
Somebody can play well, but you know that he's not the type of caliber quarterback that you want for your system to be a superstar.
All right, what would Shedeur need to do to prove that he's the guy for the rest of this season? If he had a stretch like he had the other day, if he plays like he did the other day for the rest of the season, do you buy?
No. This is their schedule. I mean, if he beats San Francisco, then you got to say, okay, hold up, because you know he should be able to beat the Titans the next week. But he has the Bears, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. He should be able to look good against.
He should be able to look good against Pittsburgh. I mean, other than J.J. Watt or T.J. Watt.
Yeah.
Other than that, he should be able to look good against Pittsburgh. They're not very good.
So, I mean, they got two winnable games.
I don't buy for a second that he's definitively not going to win a battle with Stefanski, who they've been talking about maybe getting rid of anyway.
And how many people would run to the line to try and take Stefanski?
Can I just throw this out there? Just for fun.
Sure.
Just for fun. Shedeur plays well rest of the year. Stefanski's out. Hire Deion.
Nah, Deion's health is too jacked up. You can't trust Deion that way. His health. Dude got a mechanical bladder.
Maybe his health will be a little better playing in Cleveland. Coaching Shedeur. All of a sudden, Colorado loses a lot of talent. The health's not so great.
You saying the altitude is not conducive to him feeling well?
I don't know. I was kind of half joking.
No, I'm messing with you, but I can't see the Deion stuff right there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Neither can I. I'm just throwing it out
because that would ruin Shedeur's reputation for the rest of his career. Like because then what happens if Deion gets fired and all that stuff? That'd be a mess. But I tell you what, though, I can see him coaching the Giants if he gets let go. That would be
Stefanski.
That would be the perfect coach.
It would fit.
He's a winner. He's a winner, and listen, he's done that. Well, not a winner, but he's a very good coach.
He's an organized, sharp coach,
right? And
you can look at what he's had to work with,
right?
And you can understand that it just hasn't been there.
I mean, he has no receivers. Jerry Jeudy. I mean, he had to make a trade for Jerry Jeudy. Njoku's going to be a free agent. Yeah. I mean, I could see Stefanski if they let him go. If Shedeur wins that power struggle.
Is the Giants coach somebody who's coaching right now?
Could be. I think Stefanski could be.
Do you think it's more likely that it's somebody that is a head coach right now as opposed to an assistant?
No, because I think Joe Brady is a live dog too. Think a guy like Joe Brady, and you can't say, "Oh well, this is from the same organization that it just failed with."
What I would like is somebody that has done it before. That would be nice. They've had success with that with the Coughlin. They even had success with Dan Reeves to a degree.
I think somebody from the other station stole one of my takes with the McCarthy. I'm like, bro, you 3 weeks late.
Who is it?
With Mike McCarthy.
Who stole it?
I don't know. Somebody from the fans stole it. I saw him trying to use my take.
Jerks.
Yeah. Man, come on. I hit you with the Mike McCarthy like early.
What do you think you are, Canty?
Yeah, exactly. Canty's the only person I let steal my takes.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app, 800-919-3776. So what are you most looking forward to the next few days with all the NFL we've got, especially tomorrow and Friday? And where are the possible landmines in your Thanksgiving? That's what I want to know, the familial landmines. What do you need to navigate to make sure that you're on the couch and nobody's in the way in terms of your football? Do you have to worry about your cousin Patty? I mean, is that going to be a problem? I don't know about you. You worry about your Aunt Dottie? She going to start up a conversation telling you about your cousin and everything that she's doing with the Parks Department?
You know, I love when I
want to know where the obstacles are.
I love when the family friends come over, the friends of a friend or somebody that's like, remember back, but oh yeah, they had nowhere to go. They back from college or something like that. And they bring their friend back.
Yeah,
and then you got the cousin like, yo, hook me up, man. Hook me up. Like, yo, man, he's like a pit bull. That little pink thing out. Calm down, killer. Yo, man, introduce me to your friend, man.
The little pink thing out. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
14th ranked St. John's faces 21st ranked Auburn in their third game of the Players Era Festival in Vegas. Coverage begins at 7:40 on the ESPN New York app.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds. Starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more, all on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
The Hess truck's back and it's better than ever. Roaring engines this year. Hess race cars are here.
The Hess stock car races are loaded with lights, sounds, and a powerful racing motor. Only at HessToyTruck.com. Free shipping and batteries included.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025. Last chance! Donate now for a 2025 tax deduction.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same day and next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. J. Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
ESPN Bet is becoming the score bet this December. The same betting app you love with a new look and promos curated just for you. Existing ESPN Bet customers don't have to change a thing. Your account, wallet, and bets will all remain the same. Plus, kick things off right now by logging in and claiming a 100% profit boost. More action, more rewards, more for you. The score bet coming this December. 21 plus, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Let's do it. Kenny, Bayside, has been waiting for quite some time, or maybe he hasn't. I don't know. Kenny, what's up? I need to punch you in, too. That helps as well. Kenny, hi. How you doing? Welcome to radio.
Hi,
I'm
great
new
stuff.
to it.
Okay, thank you, great Chris. Thank you, Bart. I just love it, everything. You know something, Bart.
Did you just call him Black
Go, Buchanan, go! Go, Buchanan, go! Go, Buchanan, go! Go, go, go,
Kenny,
go! Go,
Kenny. It's Pat Buchanan, right? Oh, he did the Buchanan thing. So there was a guy. He was on with DNR, and he used to do it at the other station, too. And this is 15 years ago. 15 years ago. Who would call in when Pat Buchanan was a big political figure, and he wanted him to run for president. And so it's like now become like a stupid prank joke.
Oh, okay.
But it's like now, but like he was gone for 10 years, and now we're bringing back. I hate to ask the question.
Was Kenny in the bathroom? I couldn't hear a word he was saying.
I don't think you miss much. Pat Buchanan's still with us, isn't he? He is. He's 87. I don't think he's running for president anytime soon. Anyway,
he on deck.
Yeah, I'm glad he waited the
walking the mile.
4 minutes for that.
Walking the mile.
Some people like to live in the past.
Al in Hackensack. What's up, Al? How you doing, buddy boy?
Hey, what's going on? That was so wrong, walking the mile. But anyway, real quick, I wanted to agree with Bart in regards to. I honestly believe the only way that Shedeur stays on that team and they don't draft a quarterback is if he wins out impressively. I mean, impressively. I agree with Bart. They view him just as what Cam would call a game manager. And most new coaches these days, they're looking for that, that star quarterback that can, even if the defense falls off, can, toe the line and get you a win. So I'm in 100% agreement with Bart on that.
So, I mean, do you think that he will suffice maybe as a project for the Jets as a bridge quarterback, being maybe tutored by Tyrod?
Yeah, I'm a Niner fan. I agree with that as well, but I just want to throw something in there in regards to Carlin real quick. A couple shows ago, you guys were going off about like candy and things of that nature, and I had like a deja vu where I just like listening to your voice and the way you kind of do your job. You reminded me of like a young Madden. And I was like, I just had to throw that in.
Watch out, Nicolas Cage.
Holiday.
Watch out, Nicolas Cage. Carlin's taking your spot for the sequel.
That's right. He's playing Madden, isn't he?
Yeah.
It is Nicolas Cage playing Madden?
Yeah. We haven't seen Nicolas Cage in I don't know how long, so who knows how much weight he had to. Oh, well, I guess a young John Madden wasn't that fat.
He wasn't that fat, no.
They'll put the fat man suit on him for the introduction when he goes to, like, start talking about the turkey.
All right, so I know he's in it, and he's playing Madden. Nicolas Cage. Then Christian Bale is playing Al Davis. See, to me, Christian Bale might be the greatest actor we have right now.
Because all the different things he can play?
I'm not talking about Batman. I'm talking about all the different things he's capable of playing. Like him in The Fighter.
Yeah.
He was unbelievable in The Fighter.
You know who else is like that?
Who?
the guy that played Bang, Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Yeah.
He played some of the most like what?
You know, Tom Hardy's. Did you see this show
The
Mobland?
UFC thing?
He's in this show that he produced called Mobland. It's with Pierce Brosnan. It's about Irish mafia over there. And Tom Hardy's only 5'9"?
Is he?
Yeah, like he was wearing those big things.
Yeah.
He must have been wearing the big boots.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were always shooting him from down low.
Yeah,
like I couldn't believe that he was only 5'9".
You know, you got the insoles that'll make you put inside your shoe to make you 3 inches taller.
So you got Christian Bale as Al Davis, John Mulaney is in it as Trip Hawkins, Catherine Hahn as John's wife, Sienna Miller as Al's wife, Carol Davis.
They couldn't call me to play the young Gene Upshaw.
And then Shane Gillis. You're not big enough to be Gene Upshaw. Gene Upshaw
They can
was
make
huge.
me fat. Well, they can make me Jack Tatum. Yeah, I paralyzed his ass. I'll do it again. I'll do it perfect. Don't crane your ass across the middle. I could have been Jack Tatum. I play crazy well. All you got to do is give me...
Bart has just said something that Chris can't comment on. While humorous, Chris values his career too much.
You can give me the handlebar mustache, you know what I'm saying?
Did you have to say, yeah, I'll paralyze him?
That's what he said. He said he was trying to keep up with Muhammad Ali for knockouts. Jack Tatum, one of all-time crazy villains in football. And then when the dude was still paralyzed 5 years later, he's like, yeah, I'll do it again. Like, damn, dude got a family, brother.
Tommy in Morris Park. Tommy, what's up?
Oh, hi. And then John Madden stayed with him in the hospital, Stingley. Listen, guys, go Buchanan, go Buchanan, go Buchanan, go!
Well, it's like getting into Fort Knox here, isn't it?
That's how the hay's almost in the barn, Carlin.
Security.
The amazing thing is that he was on 2 separate phones because he was on hold on both of those at the same time. That's the kind of loser he is.
Well, that counts for 2 for us.
What people also don't realize is we have the power of the dump button on the radio that you say it, I'll just dump you.
Right.
Yeah, the problem is it still gets through on the YouTube.
That's fine.
And it's not even, it's not even really dumpable. It's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, I just don't bother with
I don't even
stupidity.
get it. I don't
know. Here he is on his third line. This is Mike in New Rochelle. What's up, Mike?
What's up, fellas? I love the show. You guys are awesome, both of you. Bart, you're talking about the hot take. I'm not sure how much of a hot take it is, McCarthy being the coach. I love the idea. Here's my hot take. I don't think I'm not the first person that's probably said it, but what do you guys think about McCarthy? And then you bring in, when Miami Dolphins fire Mike McDaniel, you get him as the offensive coordinator, and you bring in Pierce as the defensive coordinator. So
yeah, I like Anthony Weaver better if you're going to fire Mike McDaniels. How about Rex? Rex want to criticize about – he almost came back for the Dallas Cowboys. He comes back.
Well, why didn't he come back?
Because Mike McCarthy –
didn't want that personality there.
Yeah, but this is different. Mike McCarthy understands he need that defense to be elite. It's only one man that can do the job.
Do you think Rex would come back to be the Jets' defensive coordinator?
Not the Jets. He'll go to Giants.
Yeah.
He'll go to Giants. It's one of those historical, grandfather then type of organizations, legacy organizations.
Mm-hmm.
He comes back, wins the championship with him, and all of a sudden, if he comes back and he changed that defense to what it's supposed to be and they win here, he'll be in the running for a head coaching job again. You see how quickly it happened for Saleh?
Well, but it's different with Saleh. Rex has got the personality that it's going to rub people the wrong way, and so they feel like as a defensive coordinator, he might overshadow as a head coach, and it might be more of a distraction.
But as a head coach in Buffalo, it wasn't nearly what it was with the Jets early on going against Bill Belichick. It wasn't like that in Buffalo.
No, I understand that.
And you want to know why? Because it wasn't as big of a market. You see what I'm saying? It's only New York that it got super amplified.
Can I just ask this one philosophical question that I need you to answer about Rex?
Yeah.
In general, in life, can he help himself? Strikes me as like Rex just can't help himself.
Oh, yeah, he can.
You know what I mean?
But I just...
He can't help himself but to say the stupid thing that could get him in trouble.
He's a defensive genius, though. When I say genius, him, Wade Phillips, Dick LeBeau, his dad, Johnson, they're in a totally, and I guess right now Spagnuolo and Bill Belichick.
I don't deny any of that.
That's the rooms he sit in.
I don't deny any of that.
And Spagnuolo just got to it because what he did when he was in. Well, he was knocking on the door when he beat
Brady.
When he beat Brady. But now he solidified it in what he's done with them Super Bowls and what he's done with in Kansas City. But Rex is right there, man.
I don't deny that. But I look at it like, why hasn't Rex gotten that chance since?
Because he got 2 chances, and you almost never get 3.
Well, I'm not talking about head coach. I'm talking about even coordinator.
Well, he was only a coordinator once.
No, I'm saying after he's gotten fired.
Yeah.
Why hasn't somebody else come to him about being a coordinator other than the Cowboys?
Because I think that I'm sure other people have come to him about being a coordinator, but he wanted to be a head coach.
Yeah.
It was only certain places that he may allow himself to be a coordinator. Now, if his son Seth ever got like a head coaching job, who was on the staff, been on the staff with the Lions for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. If
he ever got something and became a head coach, I guarantee you he'll hire Rex to be his defensive coordinator.
800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN. Our picks are coming up since it's Wednesday before Thanksgiving. We will have those for you in just moments after Bart tells you all about this from our friends at Samwell.
This fall, don't sit on the sidelines because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck pain, back pain, joint pain, you're missing out on the things that you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. J. Shaw at Samwell Pain Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is a Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, so no surgery, no cuts, no downtime, just precise image-guided procedures and treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will design a personalized, non-surgical game plan just for you without any pain medication. Same-day or next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted. So what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit SamwellPain.com to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. J. Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think. Back after this.
Well, actually, I'm going to talk for a second before
okay.
I do that.
Okay.
Just sit tight there. We'll get to you.
We got Captain Kurt. I'll go back to my spot chair.
As many of your calls as we can get in before the end as well. 800-919-3776 on all the football the next couple of days and what we're going to have to enjoy with Packers, Lions, Chiefs, Cowboys, Bengals, and Ravens, and then the Bears and Eagles on Friday. It is possibly the best 4 games we have had in that 2-game stretch. Certainly the best 3 that we've had on Thanksgiving ever. It's Bart Carlin on ESPN New York.
Right now at Bay Ridge Honda, experience the wonder of holiday savings on Honda cars, trucks, and SUVs during Happy Honda Days, like the Accord SE, only $239 per month, or the all-wheel drive Honda Ridgeline for only $289 a month. These clearance deals won't last long. Plus, receive thousands in benefits and savings with their Bay Ridge Plus Advantage plan. Upfront pricing, total peace of mind. Visit BayRidgeHonda.com. 36 months lease, 7,500 miles per year, $38.99 down, plus tax, tag, and fees. See dealer for full details.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, Get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on September 24, 2016, when Tulsa found themselves down 31-0 to Fresno State. With 10 minutes left in the second quarter, Tulsa fought back to tie the game at 41. And then won 48-41 in double overtime.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
Hockey fans and holiday shoppers, check out Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg December 2nd live from the NHL shop in Manhattan West Plaza, a block from the Garden. They'll be talking all things NHL.
It's hockey, man.
And they'll be joined on site by hockey legend Mark Messier. It's all powered by Game 7 apparel and headwear as they launch their new assortment in the NHL shop. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg December 2nd live from the NHL shop.
Do-da-dippity. Do we wait to talk till we start seeing our faces on the screen again?
No. I was just looking to see. Good news. Looks like Drake London likely to be out for the Falcons.
Oh,
so maybe the Jets can win.
Yeah, great.
Awesome. Fantastic. Grand. Terrific.
That's of our draft pick.
My friends, Game Time is brought to you by our good friends over at Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Because when it's game time, it's Tully time. The Knicks are in Charlotte to play the Hornets. Coverage begins 6:30 right here, 880 ESPN New York. My friends, don't forget this either. Bart, that is an NBA Cup game.
Ooh. We got the special floors where I can't see what the hell's going on. I get dizzy.
Teal floors in Charlotte.
Oh, God.
On the ice, 7 o'clock, Rangers in Carolina as well to play the Hurricanes. Coverage at 10:50. And on the ESPN New York app begins at 6:30. Also at 7, Islanders host the Bruins at UBS Arena, and the Devils host the Blues at the Prudential Center. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. I have got some that I have got cracked and ready to go for tomorrow. We will be good to go. All right, time for the picks. Bart has found himself now
pulling away
with all right, settle down on pulling away with a 2-1 week. Bart is now 19-17 on the year. I also went 2-1 last week, and I am now 17-19 on the year. And because it's today instead of Friday, we are not going to pick the Jets and Giants. We are picking the 3 Thanksgiving Day games. Do you want to expand it into the Bears on Friday?
Yes.
All right. So we'll pick 4 games here. Ready?
Give me a chance to get 4-0.
Number 1, Detroit, 3-point favorites at home against the Packers. Bart Scott, what say you?
This is the payback game. They got embarrassed week 1. The Ford Field will be rocking. Dad's gonna have the yak, the edibles. You know what I'm saying? We let him get 3 drinks on Lions Turkey Day. Yeah, man. I'm gonna take the Lions and the Pizzoints.
You know, I'm going Packers here +3. Packers, their offense still concerns me because even though they've scored 20+ the last couple of weeks, they haven't done it in what I would call overwhelmingly confident fashion. But I think this is an opportunity to do that. I think the Packers are going to win this game outright.
Ooh.
Outright on the road in Detroit. Green Bay over Detroit. Green Bay will be 8-3-1, sitting right there with the Bears, pending the Bears this weekend on Friday in Philadelphia. And by the end of Friday, the Packers may be in first place all by themselves. Game 2, Chiefs in Dallas, 4:30 on tomorrow afternoon. Chiefs are 3.5-point favorites on the road over the Cowboys. Bart Scott.
I'm taking the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Disrespectful. 3 points on a roll?
3.5, yeah.
Man, give me Dallas and the Pistons, baby.
That means on a neutral field, they think the Chiefs are a touchdown favorite.
The old Cowgirls. You can say that for. Not about them Quinnen Williams-led Cowboys. It's amazing how we root for the Cowboys now as the underdog and a little engine that could. The richest man that just probably made, $100 billion on gas? Natural gas, $100 billion. Why? Dude, 90 years old. Why do you need any more money?
Here's the thing about the Cowboys. You're going to give them 3.5 points at home on Thanksgiving Day. I don't think the Cowboys are a great football team, but what I do think is that they are a great offensive team, and I think you're getting an older team on a short week. You're going to give me points at home in that situation?
How emotional that is?
I will take that all day. Give me the Cowboys plus 3.5 at home over the Chiefs. So far, you've got the Lions and you've got the Cowboys. I've got the Packers and Cowboys. Game 3. Bengals with Joe Burrow back in Baltimore Thursday night.
In Baltimore.
Ravens are 7-point favorites over the Bengals. What do you got?
Oh, I think the Ravens win, but I like the Bengals in the points, man. This is a division game, man. This ain't going to be no blowout, no ass kicking, man. This is going to be another tight game. I don't think the Ravens blow anybody out. And with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, that gives the Ravens problems. Now, I know that Kyle Hamilton's probably going to be used not to rush the passer, but he's going to be used because you don't fear the running game for the Bengals. So Kyle Hamilton's probably going to be like that Swiss Army knife that's going to be doubling people, jamming at the line of scrimmage and blitzing and stuff like that if Zach Orr is smart. So I'm going to take the Bengals in the point because 7 is a lot.
7 is a lot. And, again, what did we just talk about with the Chiefs? Short week with an older team. Well, you got a short week with a banged-up Lamar Jackson. You can't tell me something's not right with him. Is it that everything's right with him physically? I don't buy that for a second. So I'm going to take the Bengals here, too, plus the points. Again, this feels like a spot where the Ravens are going to win their 6th straight, and they're going to look bad again doing it.
Yep.
I could see the Bengals hanging in offensively in this game.
Unless Derrick Henry goes crazy against that weak-ass defense.
That could be the game plan, too.
200 yards, rushing us, something crazy like that, and Joe Burrow throwing, little Rusty throwing some picks.
Okay, you've changed my mind. Ravens minus 7. I will take Baltimore minus 7 because Derrick Henry will go nuts on Baltimore. Game number 4. This is on Black Friday. This is a 3 o'clock kick. Bears and Eagles in Philadelphia. Eagles 7-point favorites over the Bears. What do you got?
The Bears and who again?
Eagles.
The Eagles are
in Philly.
I mean, this should be barbecue chicken. You talk about the defense and how well they're playing in Philly. This is a rebound game. I'm sure they're getting chewed out right now for losing to Dallas, right? So you know how that can be. It's hot. It's hot as fish grease.
Not only just losing to Dallas, blowing a 3-touchdown lead.
Yeah. I think this is like scorched earth, Jalen Hurts and Saquon type of day because that defense isn't good for the Bears. And Caleb Williams going against that defense, they don't have enough players to exploit Cooper DeJean, right? Like last week, Pickens is a 1, but he's seen as the 2 going against Cooper DeJean. He scorched his ass all day. The Bears don't have a receiver like that. I know DJ Moore is good. Adunze is okay. Yeah, Philadelphia big. I'm taking Philly in whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm going to take Philly as well because this is just a team that couldn't be happier that they're on a short week. Because when you do that in Philadelphia, you blow a 3-touchdown lead to the Cowboys, and you've got stupid drama around the team already. Yeah. That's going to be an ugly few days. And it's not just about the coach. I'm talking about hearing it from everybody.
Saquon fumbling the ball, 22 yards rushing.
Everybody you're hearing it from this week. I would expect them to beat up on the Bears here a little bit. And I'm not going to be shocked if Caleb Williams has 2 interceptions in this game. Ooh. The Eagles, to me, they're a very good defensive team. I don't know if the Bears have enough firepower, even though I like Adunze and I like Colston Loveland and my guy Monungai's coming around a little bit. I don't know if there's enough firepower there yet. I think this is a Caleb Williams 2-pick game. Eagles will win this game by 2 touchdowns. So, our picks. I am taking the Packers. I am taking the Cowboys. Packers are +3. Cowboys +3.5 at home. I am taking the Bengals. No. I'm taking the Ravens because Bart talked me into it. Ravens -7. I'm taking the Eagles -7. Bart is taking the Lions -3. He is taking the Cowboys +3.5. He is taking the Bengals +7. And he is taking the Eagles -7. So those are your 4 picks for the next 2 days on Bart and Carlin.
Now, if you mess around and win the Raven bet and I talk you into the right thing, I'm going to be so hurt. Be so hurt.
Derrick Henley running down their throat. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. No problem.
Breaking 80-yarder for first carry of the game like he did against the Buffalo Bills. Like, damn it.
No doubt. No doubt I could see that happening. What do you got tomorrow? What are the plans tomorrow for you for Thanksgiving?
I could just sit back, you know what I'm saying, watch some football, hang out. Gigi gonna cook everything. It's amazing when your daughter can cook. She loves to do it. Like, but I asked her, did she want to go to culinary school like in Europe? And she says it's just a hobby. She's like, no, I don't really want to do that. So I was trying to get her to go to the top culinary school in Europe. You're gonna be able in Paris. You know what I'm saying? She said no.
The Sorbonne.
Yes, it's Sacre Bleu. Le Cordon Bleu.
And she said no.
She's like, nah, Dad, this is kind of like a hobby. She's going to, by herself. And I just make her brother have to clean the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the least you can do. But, like, as far as me and her mom, we don't have to do anything. Like, she's going to make prime rib.
Ooh.
She's going to make honey baked. Oh, man, did we order the honey baked ham? Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, you know, that place be cranking.
Uh-oh.
Honey baked ham. She'll make the turkey. She'll make macaroni and cheese, yams, sage stuffing, sausage, stuffing. She'll make the gravy. She'll have au jus for the, like, I can't, listen. She gets whatever she wants. This is why, because she does stuff like this. She'll do some 2 or 3, like, super sweet things throughout the year that make you buy her a unicorn.
Okay.
The other 2 kids, yeah. Gigi, get whatever she wants.
The other 2 kids, what happened?
Because I know they'll put me in a nursing home.
You know, and she won't.
She'll give me the room in the basement. But at least I'm still living around real family.
I'm just picturing you in the nursing home and what that's going to look like.
Oops, I'm sorry, my hands got stuck there. It was an impulse. Oh.
Bart and Carlin, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. ESPN New York.
John Ryan.
Yeah, Dad.
I think I came up with a killer slogan for our law firm. D'Agostino and Associates, bite back.
Bite back?
Yeah. When someone hurts you, you bite back. We'll be the law